incredibly good. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's my question to you. What if your phone could answer itself, but not only answer itself, actually have an AI agent answer your phone for whatever purpose? There are so many reasons I can think of it would be a good idea to have an AI agent answer a phone line. I'm not talking about some robot from 2009. I'm talking about Grok Voice, which just got 21 brand new voices since, well, just a few hours ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build with Grok Voice right now in public. This might be one of the longest live streams I've ever done. I'm going to give Grok Voice a real phone number. It will answer. Ultimately, it will screen a caller, like, you know, those old school radio stations where you'd do a phone in and someone would call in. They'd be put through to go on the air. Well, I'm going to try and do that now in public with you on this live stream. And my goal by the end of the live stream is to have a real dashboard that Grok Voice agents answer. You would be able to call a phone number and come on the air with me here on this live stream. I know, it's a big hairy goal. Grok Voice answers, screens the caller, lines them up to go on my live stream, name, location, question, and then straight on my dashboard. XAI shipped to the builder yesterday, and I gotta say, it's pretty incredible. Actually, I just went ahead and posted that out on X, a little reaction to this SpaceX message that, just under 24 hours ago, that they've got 21 new voices. Now, this is really cool. This is a big deal. Look at this. I'm actually going to stick my headphones on so I can listen to some of these, but it's absolutely incredible. So we've got Karina, very good. Luna, Iris, what have we got?
Oh, you have great timing.
I have great timing.
Oh, you have great timing.
Maybe we'll use Iris for sales and support. All of these are labeled for different use purposes. So very interesting to see what we've got available here. This is going to be a great build, and I can't wait to see how it works out. I'm like really excited to figure out everything and, you know, exactly what is able to be built here. So I've literally been planning with Claude Code this morning and Claude on how exactly I'm going to make this. It's really, really exciting stuff. And I've never done anything like this before, but I've got this big plan and we're going to see how it goes. Now, I would suggest that you grab a coffee and lock in with me. Because I've got to say, this is going to be one of the biggest builds I've ever done. And I really, really hope that it works out well. So by the way, I should also mention that it's a great idea to tune in wherever you are, whether that's on X. I'm live here on X. I might actually try and share this. We can send it via the chat or post it. I actually don't know how to reshare these live streams on X. It would be great to know how exactly maybe I send via the chat. Oh no, I see that's X chat. That's something else entirely. I need to figure out how to actually, post. I see, I can post this. So I can actually post this live stream out now and say building AI voice agents live, like that. You can post that and then get it all mentioned on X. So this is fantastic. I'm really excited to be doing this. I can't wait. We have got William, who's new and watching from Sweden. We've got Steve in as well. So let me get to something graphical here that gives you an idea. Okay, so Claude built this out for me this morning and it said, okay, this is basically how it could work. A caller dials in, hang on, I can see my face is covering a bit. A caller dials into the show, this live stream here, and then Twilio Cloud, which I'm about to go to, will have a phone number. Now that I've still got to provision in my account, I've got to actually pay for that, so I'll do that. And then there is like a webhook thing that goes on, which sends basically the person who calls in off to a Grok server here, which screens the call, queues them up, which then goes into a browser tab, which is something I'll build out like a UI that I can use to access it. And then eventually I can pipe this into OBS and get you on the air. And ultimately, if this was really good, I could get a lower third with your name, your location, your topic, and all of that. So yeah, absolutely. Now it's really funny. Again, problems with YouTube streaming. I don't know if anyone knows someone at YouTube and connect me to someone at YouTube to get a better streaming service from them. It would be really appreciated. Everything is fine on X and LinkedIn. So if you are having problems with YouTube, come and join me on X or LinkedIn. I hate to have to do that because I know most of my audience lives on YouTube. But I literally, this morning, I was running multiple tests to YouTube and everything worked perfectly. And then the moment I actually go live for real, it keeps cutting out. I do not know what's going on. In fact, I should probably have a chat with Tank, because Tank was literally looking into this. This is Gaia Stream. This is running on my Mac Studio M3 Ultra. And I'll say, hang on, let's talk to this. Okay, we were sorting this earlier on. My YouTube stream was dropping out. We did a load of unlisted tests. Now, I want you to look into this read-only. Don't make any changes because I'm actually live now. But people, again, are telling me that my YouTube stream is cutting out when I'm live. Can you check the health of my Mac Studio M3 Ultra to see if it's the fact that I'm transcoding multiple streams at the same time? Because everything in our tests earlier on was perfect and smooth and not cutting out on YouTube. So I want to get to the bottom of this. Do me a full report on why YouTube cuts out and what I can do to fix it. And I'm sending that off to Tank. See, Tank is so useful for so many things. We'll get this going. Now, I'm actually using Codex, by the way. Codex is running this. The stream is supposed to be about building a Grok agent, by the way, and we are going to get to that. But I keep having consistent problems with YouTube, and I'm sending literally a consistent stream to YouTube, 25 megabits per second. Actually, I can even show you guys my dashboard quickly if you're interested, so you can see the stream going out in real time. But I'm getting Codex on this. This is incredibly frustrating because I want you guys to have a great experience when you come in. So something's going on here. What's going on here? Like, it's sending really weird megabits per second here. So it should be about 25, and it is, but occasionally it goes down. And I wonder if it's something to do with CPU or brain power on my Mac Studio. That's the only thing I can explain that it could be. I've got a big lag. Interesting. I do not know. Okay, we'll see. Anyway, everything seems 25 now, which is good, and that's fine. Restream is going out to LinkedIn, and that's fine. And we've got the X feed going out as well, I believe, and that's fine. And this is also being recorded because later on, I get my AI agents to chop this all up, transcribe it, and do good stuff with the stream. So hopefully we'll get this sorted out. This could well be a very long and intense live stream, but I know you're here for it. But I want to make sure you get a good experience on YouTube, and I don't want to have you not have the stream working well, because that's obviously not good. So we'll just wait and see if Codex can figure it out before I go any further. Let's see. And hopefully we'll get this sorted. Let's just have a look. The first remote commands hit, blah, blah, blah. No diagnostics connected yet. I'm returning the same read-only checks. Okay, and it's working on this. But you can see here, yes, everything is going out. Everything seems to be going at a consistent 25 or so megabits per second. How's it looking now, guys, on YouTube? It's like test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Everything okay? So many of you joining in, so I hope that we can make this a great experience and get this all fixed for you. Let's read some of your comments, and then we'll get into the deep dive of what's going on. I really dislike that it chops out because of the fact that basically people watch this on the replay and they say, you were rushing through that, you made loads of edits. I didn't make edits, actually, it dropped out from YouTube. So what have we got here? Okay, so we've got Advocate. Oh yeah, Addy, nice to see you, man. It's doing it even on 480. Guys, can you refresh? Anyone watching on YouTube, can you refresh and tell me if it's still dropping out? My live streamer tells me it's not. It's incredibly frustrating that it's temperamental. Look at this. Everything is static now on the live stream. Oh no, it's dropping again. What is going on there? Honestly, what is going on with this? Find it interesting that as soon as you sent the request to Tank, it blipped. Interesting. You hit send and it lagged. Good now, says White Stag Concepts. Okay, what have we got here? Let's just troubleshoot this. So it says, short answer, it's your M3 Ultra is not the bottleneck. Gaia is not CPU, RAM, disk, SRT, or output process constrained right now. So it's not my computer. CPU is 85% idle. You've got loads of memory. I've got 256 gig max of unified memory. SRT ingest is fine. YouTube output steady. YouTube restarts nothing. Restream X recording also running without restarts. What looks suspicious? The main suspicious thing is the incoming HEVC bitstream decoder compatibility. Media MTX preview logs are showing repeated. Oh my goodness me. I need to sort this out afterwards, won't I? It's picked it up. One sample dropped to 3.9 megabits per second. One was 12.3, and this is obviously not good for YouTube. During those dips, Gaia's YouTube output still reported 25 megabits per second. So not M3 overload, most likely cause OBS encoder is producing a stream that Gaia can forward, but decoders sometimes complain about. YouTube is more sensitive to exact 4K 60 pass-through than Restream or X. Oh my goodness me. Should I stop the stream? No. Check OBS. I did set it all like this. It's ridiculous. And now I think everything's good on the live stream. What do you think, guys? Before we get into the build, what do we think? Is it all working? It has improved, says Antonio. Steve says, mic check, bit of sibilance. Yeah, sibilance. We need to EQ that out. Wanted to hop on. So nice to have you there. Yeah, Addy, really nice to have you in there. I think we're getting a more stable stream. I'm watching on my monitor now and all is good. So yeah, it's not an optimum thing having to troubleshoot live streaming when you go live, but I suppose that's part of the game. Right, let's get into this. So I wanted to actually show you what I've got here. So I've got a Grok Voice agent. These are Grok Voice agents here, and you can actually give instructions. So we can choose, who did we like here? There's so many people. Oh, Helios, that's an interesting one. I like that name. Leo, Lumen, Luna. Let's go for Luna. And let's say, you are a live stream call-in screener. You will find the name, location, and the subject of the person calling in and find out what they want to talk about before you put them through to the live on-air person to speak live. Okay, let's see. Oh, welcome message. Hey, you're through to Creator Magic. How can I help you? Oh, actually, even better, Creator Magic. Let's say, what would you like to talk about? How about that? Should we do that? Let's do that. Okay. What would you like to talk about? That's it. And then we've got a cool ending tool. We can add Gmail, Google Calendar, Outlook, Notion, all of this good stuff. I'm just messing about before I actually go into the build phase now. So let's just see how exactly this works to see if we can get it good. So try it live. Try live. Okay. Send a message or talk. Oh, I need to allow my audio interface. Hello, hello.
Hey, Hi there. I've got you on the line. I'm the call screener here, so before I put you through to the host, could you tell me your name, where you're calling from, and what you'd like to chat about?
This is awesome. This is Mike in Limassol, and I would like to talk about janky YouTube live streams when you go at 4K 60 frames per second.
Thanks, Mike. I've got your name and that you're calling in from Limassol.
Yep, sounds good. Oh, it ended the call. Okay, that's good. Now, obviously, if it had more tools, it could eventually put me through, but this is the idea. Hey, Richard's in the house as well. Nice to see you there. Everything working fine on 4K now, so temporary blips, which incredibly frustrating. It'd be nice if it was a blip that happened all the time. I could troubleshoot, but just the fact that it drops without warning and then comes back is crazy. Anyway, you can see how this agent will work. Let's try again.
Hey, you're through to Creator Magic. What would you like to talk about?
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the future of AI agents screening phone calls, please.
I'd be happy to connect you to discuss the future of AI agents screening phone calls. To get you on the air, could you tell me your name and where you're calling from? Once I have that, I'll connect you right away.
Yeah, my name is Mike, and I am in a city with a lot of snow right now. Can you guess it?
I'd love to take a guess, but to be fair to the listeners, I'll just ask, where exactly are you calling from, Mike? That said, since it's July, my best guess is somewhere in the Southern Hemisphere. Maybe Ushuaia in Argentina or Queenstown in New Zealand? If I'm close, just let me know the exact spot and I'll get you straight on the air.
Yeah, actually, I run a bungee jumping business in Queenstown, New Zealand. Put that.
Got it. Mike from Queenstown, New Zealand, running a bungee jumping business there. I'll put you straight through to the host so you can share your thoughts on the future of AI agents screening phone calls. One moment while I connect you.
Okay, this is absolutely freaking awesome. Now, as you can see here, this is just a test it live thing inside the SpaceX AI console, right? So basically, I can set up an AI agent. I can put in custom instructions, as you can see here, what I'd like them to say when they answer the call. So ultimately, what I'd like to do, I'd like to build this today, maybe get to the stage where we can test it out on this stream, and then I would like to have it as a feature going forward where people can actually call me and come on the air and talk about whatever's on their mind, and using a Grok Voice agent, because they're really good, and actually the latency on these are just insane. Let's see what else we've got here. So we've got collections that we can add in here. Deployment. Okay, so this is code to make it go live. We can manage API keys over here. Conversations. Look at this. Now, this is the coolest thing, is conversations are retained in xCloud for 30 days. So these will be the transcripts of the 2 chats I had. So even if someone doesn't get through on the air, I'll have this here. Let's actually have a look at this. Okay, so wow, this is cool. So not only do we get, let me just zoom that out a bit. Not only do we get the full transcript, what was said by the AI agent and what was said by the caller here, we can actually play back each bit. So I can play back just me. See if that works.
Hi there, I've got you on the line. I'm the call screener here,
So we've got that. What about playing back the bit where I spoke? Interesting. Okay, so for some reason, the audio of me speaking wasn't recorded there. Maybe that's for privacy reasons, but either way, it's really interesting to see exactly how this dashboard works and how there's a nice playground here to test things out. So I think without further ado, we're going to get to building this. And I think that the best way to get this going is probably set up initialize a brand new project in Tank. So yeah, I've got Gaia Stream at the moment that I'm going to come back to later, but let's go in and start up a new project here. And we'll call this Live Stream Call Screener. Very original to start with. We won't initialize it into a Git repo for the moment. I might just change the icon to be a phone icon, something like that. That's perfect. Okay, live stream call screener. That will work nicely. Right, now we need to initialize this first of all, and I do have a little bit of a prompt that I want to feed into this so we can get it all sorted out and basically get everything that we need like ready to go so we can do the bigger build. So let's go back to answers, discloses itself, screens the caller, gets the name, location, topic, question, and consents, obviously. Are you okay to go on air? I mean, you don't have to do that as a live streamer on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, etc., but it's a nice thing to do. I remember when I used to work in the UK radio industry, we had loads of rules to follow set by the government organization Ofcom, and it's like, yes, are you okay going on the air? Your call is recorded, blah, 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 blah. And as a live streamer, you don't really have to do that, but it's nice to do. So I'm going to put that in. Then you file a structured card into a dashboard. Location and topic appears as an OBS lower third. Okay, and let's just add to that. We'll say, this is the kind of project I want to build. I would like you, first of all, to initiate this. Make agents.md and .env file and ask me for all credentials to make this app end to end. I'm using Opus 4.8. I've pretty much eaten all of my Fable 5 allowance. I think Opus 4.8 is good enough, though. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I think Opus 4.8 is good enough. Now, we can go into a little bit of the architecture here and how this might work. So yes, let's have a look over here. What have we got? Some of you say that YouTube is dropping out. Yeah, incredibly frustrating. I don't know why. I've had AI agents look at my YouTube stream and they say everything leaving my box and piping up the internet is going out fine, but something on YouTube's end is making these live streams cut out and drop and skip all over the place, and it's really frustrating. Well, okay, right. So let's get back to this. So the architecture is going to be Twilio Cloud, owns the PSTN number. A Hetzner server. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll run it on Hetzner because they have pretty cheap hosting, and then a Mac, which is live streaming, my Mac that live streams. Okay, and the stack, we're going to use Python, FastAPI, HTMX, SSE, actually the same stack that runs Tank. So nice and simple, easygoing, not heavy. all of this, Grok Voice agent, storage. Okay. Okay, so we can probably, let's see, probably copy the architecture bit as well. Like this. And then I'll say, you need to ask me for all the API keys that you need in order to make it in there. Some of you are asking for the LinkedIn link, so I might also try and get you that. I can see, yeah, YouTube is definitely dropping out. It's, yeah, I wish I knew why. YouTube is dead in the water, which is funny because it says that everything is running, and yet we have issues. And yet we have issues. Let's put in the LinkedIn stream as well. What is going on with YouTube? Because, yeah, I am getting a fine signal over here. Maybe in the future I do need to downgrade my stream to being like, you know, 1440p or 1080p. Or maybe drop the idea of going high quality altogether to YouTube. But yeah, it's frustrating because a lot of my audience live on YouTube. What can I say? Anyway, can only do what I'm able to do, right? Can only do what I'm able to do with that and nothing more. Okay. But with that said, LinkedIn and X seem to be absolutely fine and not cutting out. So that might be the place to join me. Anyway, hoping YouTube will come back. I can see it's pretty sticky at the moment. Interesting. YouTube support. Please help. Let's see if we can get some YouTube support. Maybe someone at YouTube will see this or see the cry for help to get this working. Oh my goodness me. Prompt here. A lot of people saying X is the perfect platform to watch on. So I'm going to create and run this. This is the first prompt I will run, and I'm running it through Claude Code on Opus 4.8. So that's an initialization prompt, the very first prompt to build this. Now, while I do that, now I need to go ahead and get a phone number so I can actually get something in here. And I was searching Twilio earlier on because I wanted to get a really good phone number for you guys to call in. So let me actually see if I can make this work. Let's go over here. Twilio phone numbers. And actually I found this awesome one. Let's have a look, see if it's still there. Is it still there? So look at this. I found a phone number. It's really hard to find a good phone number on Twilio, but I found one in Santa Monica, California. So 424-5000-844. I think that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. So it's a US number. And the reason I'm buying a US number, by the way, is because a lot of my audience are in the United States. So you see, I'm reviewing to buy this number, 424. Well, I guess it's 4245. What we're going to do on this stream is we're going to get this hooked up and actually working. So now I've got that phone number. I'm going to say I'm using it for voice, and we'll continue onwards with that. And hopefully we'll get something there. Okay, cool. Right. Oh my goodness me. There's such a lot of Twilio compliance, I didn't realize it. So I've registered this Santa Monica phone number, which, by the way, Santa Monica is awesome. Been there so many times before, so I'm glad to have a Santa Monica number. We've got all the capabilities here. Finish setting up your number. So compliance, yep, I did that. I made sure that's done. Helps boost your call answer rates at no cost to you. Voice integrity. I don't know what any of this is. I need to ask Claude. I've got no idea what that is. I know I did my compliance because I know Twilio is very hot about having you compliant, and I did that earlier. But let's paste this in. So just registered a phone number with Twilio. Do I need to do any of the other things for what I'm building? Let's just copy all of that page again. And it's Twilio. Short answer, no. None of those are needed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So it's cool. Oh, I see. They've got this one thing that checks if a caller's number is legit. Okay. But that's absolutely fine. Okay, no problem. No problem then. So I think we're good with that. We've got our phone number all registered, and that is good. So let's cancel out of this and we will get the phone number. So I don't know if I need to do anything else now that it's all done. I can see the voices enabled on my panel. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I need to do to make this work. Actually, let's go back to the tank project because it's asking me a question now. So let's go into the terminal and view this. Okay, right. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so it's setting all this up. And it says, what public hostname should Twilio call back into the public URL for an HTTPS? I see. Fronted by Caddy. Okay, right, I see. So I don't want to use a Hetzner IP, and I don't want to use any of the names it suggested. And probably that's not something that I should make public, seeing as that's going to be a webhook. So let's make that something super secret. I'm just setting this up off screen. This is like a webhook that Twilio and Grok are going to need to use to talk to each other. Let's do this. Just getting this set up now as a webhook for it to work. Okay. Right. I'm just getting that done. OBS control, it's now asking me, I can show you this. So for OBS, for the lower third, how much should the app control OBS? Browser, source only recommended, or also drive the scene switches. Oh my goodness me, maybe that's a future feature. I like that, being able to switch scenes, but I kind of want to be in control of my scene switching. So I'll leave that at the moment, and we'll go to browser source only. Number region, what is it? UK, US, I already have one. You already own a Twilio voice number that you'll use. Paste it into .env. So I'll actually say, I already have one +1 424 5,844. And that's all good. So now I'm going to submit those answers, get them in, and get Tank building this out. So there's going to be a lot of API tokens that I'm going to have to do off the screen to get this to work. But hopefully we'll get this all working. And yeah, in the meantime, I think it's time for a bit of a coffee break. Let's take a look at X. I tried posting their react to SpaceX AI launching 21 new voices. I think that's quite cool the way it does the green screen there. So yeah, everything is fantastic. I have pinned this to my profile, so it's all good. It's there. And of course, I'll say hello to my new viewers on X. We got Kirill in. We've also got the monster handler here as well. We got Rashid Khan and Dot is following me as well. Very interesting. Yeah, very unique, original X username there, I've got to say. Very interesting stuff. And of course, if we look over here, you can actually see that this build is going live. So I'm Mike Russell on X. You can always follow me over there if you're having problems with the YouTube stream. And as you can see, always helps to do a like and a repost of the stream if you're willing to do so. Many of you choosing to join me on X. Let's have a look over here. Oh, we got it. Okay, everything's scaffolded. Okay, right. This is good. Okay, so your 3 decisions are baked in. Here's exactly what's left to collect. I've pre-filled the phone number, the public URL. Okay. So I need 5 values from Twilio to make this work, and that will be from my console. So I'll have to do the Twilio account SID, Twilio auth token, API key, API secret, and the Twiml app SID. And that's all set. And then we need to set up API keys inside X console. We also need to get Hetzner working as well when you're ready to deploy. I'll need a server IP and SSH user, and I'll create a Cloudflare A record. That's nice. OBS, nothing at the moment. Oh my goodness me. Okay, this is going to be quite a lot of off-screen filling out to get this up and running. But let me do the Twilio stuff. So at the moment, I probably have to do this off-screen. And get this all filled out so it can work. And I'm literally building this from scratch. So let's get the Twilio. Okay, so I can actually get this. I'm not showing this on screen because this is a lot of personalized Twilio stuff. So Twilio account SID I've got, and I'm pasting in. Let's get all the Twilio stuff. So essentially what I want to do is give my AI agent all the keys it needs to build and then let it cook. Because I don't want to have to do any of this build. I want the AI agent to do it for me. And ultimately, the end game is Grok answers your calls. Twilio phone number, let's see here. We've got that sorted. Okay, I need to make a... Okay, I can show you this. I need to go into the console and I need to create an API key as well. So this is the next step that I need to do. So again, opening this up on screen, getting all the details. I'm literally trying to get all the details needed to build this thing. Okay, and of course it's sending confirmation to my email to confirm it's really me. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get the Twilio information here. Come on, Twilio. Where is the Twilio stuff? And in the meantime, actually, I'm going to go back to Gaia Stream because, yeah, dude, the YouTube stream keeps dropping out. There must be something that's up. It's pretty much dead in the water. Anything you can do to fix this while my live stream continues to go on X and Restream, anything you can do to make this stable and work would be very much appreciated. Okay, just talking to my other AI agent there that I'm trying to get to fix. But it says it's not my hardware and it's not my internet connection. Something janky at YouTube is stopping this YouTube stream coming down in real live quality. Anyway, with that said, let's have a look here. So what have we got? We've got to get all of the details we need to make this work. So bear with me as I get everything in. So the account SID and auth token, I think I've already got. All right, and we need, I'm watching without any issue on YouTube at 360p. You shouldn't have to watch at 360 when I throw this stream out at 4K. Just joined, are you working with Fable? No, actually, this is Opus 4.8, Opus 4.8, and it's absolutely fine for my use, so not a problem at all. Okay, let's see. API keys. So I need to make an API key for this. Let's see if I can make an API key to make this all work. Might need to just grab something in real time. Let's see. Twilio verification code. Let's see if I can get stuck into this. No issue at 1080. It's good to hear that things are tidying up here. Just getting into my Twilio API panel, which of course this is all stuff I can't show you because this is off the record. Right, so what do I need? Twilio API, key, SID, and secret. Okay, let's call this live stream call screener. Oh my goodness me, it's asking me for 5 million permissions. Oh my goodness me. All right, hang on. Before we go any further, this is where we get AI to build the AI thing. I'm just going to post it all of the permissions that it can possibly have and see what it's going to need. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's give it all the permissions. So over here, I'll say, okay, just doing Twilio API key. What perms you need for this app? And then we'll paste them all in and see what it comes back with. What else have I got to do in the meantime? What could I be spinning up? We also need to get one of... When I actually build this and make this work, I'm going to keep this as an in-production thing that runs on my live streams. So we need to manage a Twiml app. So we're going to do that as well. Just waiting for this to get back to me. I need to make an X API key. That's pretty easy. And I need to make a Hetzner server as well. I suppose we could spin up the Hetzner server to make this work. Okay, so what are we going to have? Cost optimized? Nothing available. Let's go to Nuremberg. What's going on here? Helsinki? No. Nothing else. There are no cost-optimized servers available from Hetzner. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. But we have got these servers available right now all over the place. Really? Have Hetzner run out of all their cost-optimized servers? I'm thinking of changing my mind. Maybe I should run this in Cloudflare then. Maybe it makes more sense to run it in Cloudflare. Rather than have an always-on server, I'll jam with AI on that because I don't want to spin up a server that's constantly running that I'm only using for an hour a day. That makes no financial sense. So we'll jam that and see if I can add some Cloudflare permissions. Okay, so what do we need here? Okay, let's see. So for this app, API key does two jobs, signs the voice access tokens, and only need YouTube is stopped and the working outputs are still protected. Oh my goodness me. What happens? It's dead on YouTube. Oh, and we're back on YouTube. This is wild. Maybe I'm getting Codex to try and fix. Codex fixing YouTube live. Any luck? It just means I get more audience on X. And a lot of you are actually choosing to join me on X, which seems to be way more solid for a live stream than YouTube. So thank you for joining me over there. We've got Creator Magic. We got Steve over there. Nice to see you. 2 Steves. Steve Duo account following me over here on X, which is really nice. So yeah, I guess if YouTube doesn't work, then X does. But anyway, one way or another, we'll get this working. Okay. So there's so many moving parts here, but I'm determined to stay live until we get something working. Just wanted to show you what's going on here with Twilio. No API keys were harmed in the making of this. So it's giving me all of these different settings under voice itself. Actually, all of these, there's so many different settings. I'll be like, confirm what you need, and paste in all the settings. There's a lot of Twilio stuff, to be honest with you. A lot of Twilio stuff. And I need to get the Twiml apps working as well. There's a lot of Twilio stuff here. So, okay. All right. Gosh, just looking at my Twilio account, I've got ancient stuff. I've had this account for like over 10 years. Which is crazy. We'll just let that go through and work on things. Steve says, yeah, I hopped over to X, typing in the YouTube chat. Yeah, stick in the YouTube chat if you can. Oh, you subbed on 3 accounts. That's insane, Steve. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, so we've got some good stuff here. Now I can see the real resource tree. Here's the exact least privilege set. Everything is under voice, nothing outside it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this all ticked so we can give the least privilege available to our app. So, what do we got? Conferences, participants. Oh my goodness me. This is the most confusing thing ever. Conferences, participants. And let's see. Side-by-side view here, almost. I hope you guys don't expect this stream to be pacey because I'm actually building in real time here. Now, what is everything? Read, list, create, update, delete. Read, list, create, update. I wish those would scroll down with me. Never mind. So read, list, update, and delete. Okay. And then conferences, we need read and list. And then calls, where are calls? Calls, oh my goodness, yeah, of course, there's a lot of calls options. Calls, we need read and list, okay, on all. And then leave everything else off. So we're just giving conferences and calls permissions. No recording in scope, SIP, insights, blah, 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 all off. Off, you create a Twiml app by hand. 8 checkboxes total. Yeah, okay. No create anywhere. All right, I'll create this now off screen. Whoops. Not that one. This one, let's create that off screen because it's probably going to expose some API keys. So just go ahead and make this API key. Live stream call screener, region United States. We're having the key type is restricted. Oh, I see. It can be a standard key. So I'm scoping this key. That's fine. In terms of blast radius, that's fine, actually. I'm just doing this off the screen. I'm looking for the create API key button. Oh yeah, there it is at the bottom. Creating the API key. Okay, now I've got lots of secret things showing on the screen. So let me copy all that into a notepad so I can send it to my agent in a moment. Done. All right, now I need to create a Twiml app. Oh my goodness me. Twilio is a headache. Is it just me? Twilio is a headache. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Okay. Right, we're going to create a Twiml app now. So let's create a Twiml app. So far, so you know what I'm doing. I am working on making an AI agent that screens calls and puts you, my wonderful viewers, on the air when you call in to me, and basically be like a radio station, because I'm an old school radio guy. So you can take the guy out radio, you can't take the radio out the guy. Eventually, I'm going to have a dashboard, and you guys are going to call me from all over the United States and maybe worldwide. And then Grok is going to answer the call and say, "Hello, caller, you're through to Creator Magic. What's your name and where are you calling from?" And you'll say, "Hey, it's Dan from Texas. Hey, Dan in Texas, what do you want to talk to Mike about?" "Hey, I want to talk about why YouTube streams don't work very well in 4K. And then it's going to put you through as a caller on my dashboard. Dan in Texas wants to talk about 4K streams on YouTube. And it'll be brilliant. I'll be able to take you on air. But this, as you can tell, is not trivial because there's a lot of moving parts. I need to set up a phone number on Twilio. Done that, registered me number, love it. 424, what is it again? 424 5844. That number probably won't get you anywhere at the moment, but it will do soon. Then you need to go through Twilio, and that's the pain. I need to set up like 3 things on Twilio, and then we'll get into connecting it into Grok Voice, which should be the easy thing. And then I want to get it so it puts you through to a dashboard that I can take in real time and can pipe into my real time stream audio, not from YouTube or X because that's delayed, but from my mixing desk, from my Rodecaster here. So ultimately it's going to have to run as a web app inside my browser. And it's going to need to be something like Riverside does, where it takes your audio in real time and pipes it to the callers. But ultimately, when I get this working, if you stick with me or come back later, because this might take hours. Like honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. This might like take 10 hours to. Hopefully not. I'd like to have it done in 2. Can I have it done in 2? Maybe in 2. But I want you to stick with me because I want people from all over the US to call in and try this out when I actually get it built and working. But don't call that number until I tell you to, because otherwise you'll probably get through to a Twilio answer phone or something. All right, so that's the plan. Anyone who's just joined live, that's what we're doing here. Now, let's go and create a new Twiml app. So again, we're going to call this live stream call screener. Hang on, I need to, oh my goodness, there's so many options. Honestly, what would I have done setting up Twilio without AI back in the day? Actually, in all honesty, sorry, I can actually show this to you. There's no API keys here. So let's show this on the screen. Back in the day, I did actually set up, can you see it here? OpenVBX. This is like nearly 10 years old, this setup, and a sandbox app. Literally, I set those things up 10 years ago for our other company, Music Radio Creative. And I literally set up this cool thing where it would pipe you through to the right thing and like an answer phone or a place to leave a message or customer service, or it would record your problem and like send it through via, I don't know, something like rudimentary text, speech to text, and pipe it into our ticketing system. Anyway, I am familiar with Twilio. I don't know how I set it up 10 years ago. I must have had a lot of coffee. But now, thank the great Lord, I can just copy and paste screens into AI and say, what do I type here, bro? And it'll tell me what to type. Oh my goodness. So what do I type here, bro? And then paste in that, and we'll wait for that to get back to me. And as you can see, this is Claude code running inside a tmux terminal, which is absolutely fantastic, running inside Tank, which I know Steve is watching right now. Steve has made an incredible headway with the latest release that will be coming out later on today for members of the community. But basically, this is an orchestration system for AI coding agents, and it's really, really cool. Okay, so we've got this here. So yeah, looking forward to getting a new version of Tank out today. Right. Okay. Voice request URL. Okay. Needs to go in there as an HTTP post. Yes. Leave blank. Fallback URL. Everything else. Once saved. Copy the app SID. Oh, that's going to be a secret thing, isn't it? Okay. So that's all I needed to do. Let's get this off the screen now, and we'll click create, and it's created. Okay. I hope this works. Okay, now I've got like a secret thing here, which I can copy. And then I'm going to give a load of secret keys. Right, this is where I am now going to say, I'll just type in here. Okay, got Twilio creds. Can you check all out? Read only and make sure you got what you need to build with. Then tell me what creds you need next. Also, I'm thinking of not hosting this on a Hetzner box because that's like 12 euros a month. And why would I pay that for something I use 1 hour a day? Would it be more economical to host this with something like Cloudflare, using Cloudflare workers, or maybe even Amazon Web Services? Let me know if you think there's a better play for this kind of app. Make some suggestions to me, please. All right. Now I'm going to paste all of my secrets from Twilio into this chat, which is why I'm going to switch that screen off, paste it in, and I'm just going to let Claude Code rip on those creds and see if we can get anywhere. So hopefully, guys, this is getting good. How's the YouTube stream? I know some of you have stuck with me there. I apologize for such a poor experience on YouTube. But so many of you are moving over kind of like, without actually meaning it, it's had a really amazing impact on X because a lot of you are choosing to join me over on X, like Brainify, who's just followed me. So thank you, Brainify, for following me. A lot of you are actually following on X as a result of this. So it's a blessing in disguise, but nearly 100 of you have joined me on X, which is amazing. That's the stream link there, but I think we might be solid on YouTube as well. YouTube seems to have... Do you know what? Maybe me asking the YouTube gods for help, someone somewhere in YouTube pushed a button and made this work. I don't know. But I've been jamming with AI about this for weeks. We've had problems with YouTube's for weeks. And like, I'm trying to live stream every day. So my time to troubleshoot why YouTube isn't working is very limited. And so I'm hoping one of the YouTube gods has heard me and pushed a button and just fixed it. And if that's the case, thank you, YouTube. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing for creators. And I'm the kind of creator who just wants to make it work. And if it works, I'll live stream every day like I'm doing right now because I genuinely enjoy the stuff I'm doing. Now, I wish I could show you the screen. I can't at the moment. At the moment, Claude Code is looking over all my Twilio credentials, checking them out. It's adding them to a .env file so I can commentate on what's happening here. And basically it says it's adding all of my Twilio stuff to the .env and running some read-only checks against Twilio to confirm they all work and that we've got the right scope set. So I love this. This is absolutely fantastic. Skeletal Lemon is now laughing. I'm glad because like YouTube is supposed to be where my biggest audience is. And I don't like the fact that that's not working, but now it is. All right, look at this. I think I can show you some of this. So this is all starting to come in now. It's showing me good stuff here and it's giving me a summary. So in a second, I should be able to show you what comes back because I don't think it's going to expose more API keys, but we'll see. Hang on, it's asking me questions. Okay, I don't think we've got any API keys on screen. This is the really risky thing of doing live streams is I'm literally exposing API keys all the time. But I know you guys are nice, right? You'd never abuse my API keys. So what do we got here? Okay, nearly all green. Okay, API key is a 200. Conferences and calls is a 200. Incoming phone numbers via key 401 denied, least privilege confirmed. Number 44 5844 exists, voice capable on the account. Twiml app exists and is already set to a webhook. Twilio is fully wired. The number's inbound voice URL is empty. That's expected. I've set it to this. All right, hosting. Your instinct is right to question it, but not towards serverless. Here's the crux. The app has one piece that's hostile to serverless. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so Cloudflare workers are the wrong shape. AWS Lambda, also wrong shape. Plus cold start latency. Got it. Yeah, I get where you're going there. What I'd actually do, run it on your own home hardware and a Cloudflare tunnel, €0. I love how it's talking to me in euros. Okay. You already have the box. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. All right, let's, do you know what? I'll stick it for free on one of my boxes then, and we'll let it roll there. A small, yeah. So we're going down the Proxmox route. Okay, all right. I'll tell it to stick it on Proxmox. With a Cloudflare, what are we going to do? What's it called when Cloudflare opens your network outside without exposing ports? I forget now. What's it called? Oh my goodness. Someone help me in the chat. What's it called? Where you put a little daemon or whatever it is. Daemon! You put a daemon on your on your box, and it makes your box available outside without opening ports and all kind of security holes like that. I can't remember what it's called. If someone can remind me, I can type it into the AI chat. This is why I like building in public with you guys. Anyone? What's the Cloudflare thingy called? Cloudflare tunnels. Thank you, Steve. I knew you'd have me. We got Stack Signs watching on LinkedIn, by the way. Nice to have you. Actually, there's a number of you watching on LinkedIn. This is why I love multiple streaming. We got more people now watching on LinkedIn and X than YouTube, which absolutely upsets my heart because I know my biggest audience are on YouTube. But I think something's been off with the stream and maybe we need to fix it. But once we get rocking and rolling properly on YouTube, this is going to be awesome. Unstoppable. All right. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to do a Cloudflare tunnel. Only downside to the X stream is there is no chat. Well, do you know what? I think there is a chat on X. So this is an aside, but hey, we're going to be here for a few hours. So let's get cozy and comfy and get to know each other. So this is my dashboard on X, and this is really cool. So nearly 100 of you are watching on X right now. What a community on X, but I don't know how to interact with you. It does say there's a live chat there. So let's say, hey, X. Look, see, that works. That's me, but I don't know if you need to join me via I wish it would stop. At least it doesn't show my stream key. So funny. Copy URL. So if I paste that, jump cuts on YouTube. All right, Steve or someone, can you just hit that URL to X and can you try and post, see if it allows you to post a live chat there? One message at the moment from me. Concurrent viewers, I don't know what's going on with this dashboard because it tells me I have 6 concurrent viewers, but up here it tells me I've got 78. Is that views in total or viewers? Because I'm a little bit confused by that because when I look at this on X, it tells me there are 78 people currently. And it tells me I've got people from all over the world in the UK, US, Cyprus, Netherlands, Australia, all watching on the web, iPhone and Android. Oh, look, we got AI Report Wire. Let's just have fun with this. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, there we go. You're all coming out the woodwork on X. I love this. Excellent. You see, like, if X is good for live streaming, and literally, since it was announced, hey, Steve's in the house as well. This is more like it. Honestly, if X is like this for creators, I'm going to double and triple down on X, and I'm going to be doing way more on here because, yeah, I've had the head of product for X in my feed all the time saying they're doing big things for streamers. So I will use the heck out of their live streaming tool. I will use the heck out of their React with video. It is excellent. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if you can tag someone. I wonder if that works. No, I don't think tagging works. But anyway, Glenn's in the house. Hello, Glenn. So this is awesome. This is much, much better. And now the views are shooting up. Come on. Share this stream. Share this stream and let's get it past 100. Let's get 100 people watching this build live. But yeah, I'm loving X and I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff on it. It's an ambition of mine by the end of the year to break the 100 mark consistently on my streams on X. I think we can easily do that and get people interacting over there. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on your X comments. Instead of the inline video post, I don't see a way to get it in the X feed. Yeah, this is the question I need answered. Is can you actually get a live stream? I don't know how it all works yet on X. Anyway, we're going to go and we're going to do Home and Cloudflare Tunnel. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to actually, rather than using Hetzner, this is a proof of concept, but eventually I will deploy it probably live. But for the moment, yeah, let's stick it on my home box. And then it costs me $0 or €0. So that was actually the suggestion from Claude Code. Stick it on your home box, a CT on bricks via Proxmox, Cloudflare Tunnel, or do this, €0 or marginal, no open ports, uses hardware you already have. Love it. Okay, cool. I'm going to say that I'll host this at home and see if it works. I've no idea. I am a home labber, so this speaks to my soul here. Let's just get it all spinning things up and see if we can get this working. But ultimately, this is a cool thing. Okay, locked in. Home CT going on one of your little mini PCs. Updating the spec to match. Updating agents.md. I'm commentating on this. Like, I never like to show these things going in real time because of fear of an API key appearing on screen. But I think we're safe at the moment. It's just updating the docs at the moment and getting the Cloudflare tunnel and all that stuff all sorted. So, Andy Sand is on YouTube. Hey, we're on 96 simultaneous views on X. Come on, we can do it. Let's get 100 views on X. All right. Okay, let's see what we've got here. No API keys? No API keys? Okay, we're good. Okay, so what do we got? This is like literally AI is holding my hand. Spec updated. We're using a home and a Cloudflare tunnel. Hetzner's now out of the picture. We've got the ENV. We've got Twilio sorted. We've got app secrets generated. We've got a public base URL. Now, Cloudflare tunnel already in my secrets YAML file, so it can be used at deploy. This is good. It needs an X API key. This is still needed. The Grok Voice agent key, which you can get from your X console. Left nav, API keys, create API key, call it live stream call screener, copy the key, drop it here. We'll put it in the ENV. One heads up, make sure the account has billings and credits enabled. Blah, 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 since the voice agent is a paid usage metered API. Okay, that's the last credential. Once it's in, every plane is provisioned and I can start building. Oh, this is so exciting, guys. Seriously, honestly, I am just going to keep on going. Yeah, have AI, that's a rather complicated word for this time in the afternoon. Obfusky cake? API keys? Have API scrub out API keys. That's what I'm going to say. We've just hit 100 views on X, guys. This is amazing. Sorry, I'm so excited. Small things are just entertaining me here. Hang on. This has gone to 100 views on X. Whoop, whoop, woo. Oh my goodness me. So exciting. Okay, so we got 100 of you and I'm basically, you know, I'm doing this for you guys. Got to make this happen now. I feel obligated to make this happen. And this is the cool thing. So many of you tuning in. Glenn has actually hearted my live stream as well, which is awesome. I think we can do this. Okay, like let's put the big hairy goal out there because I know a lot of technically minded people are living on X. Can we get 1,000 views by the end of this stream? Can we get 1,000 simultaneous people on this X stream? I think it's not outside the realms of possibility. Actually, let's see. Let me just check something on X before I build, because I'm about to do the X thing. So this is a perfect time to do it. There was a post, bear with me, and I want to share something with you. Yes. So let's see here. If you think this guy's is really good, I'm just going to put Nikita, who's the head of product at X, and at Elon Musk, both of their handles. Actually, most of you are on X, so I may as well post it somewhere on X. Let me put it on the X live chat. Obfuscate. Thank you, Steve. Obfuscate. If only I'd built this live phone-in thing and you could correct me in real time, that would be amazing. If any of you guys want to message this live stream to Nikita, who's the head of product at X, and Mr. Musk himself, and say, this little tiny content creator who messes about with AI and X API keys is trying to humbly reach 1,000 views on his live stream. That would be very much appreciated. So if anyone wants to message or tweet or post or whatever it's called at them, I'll do the next part of the build. But I'm going to be here a while, so this stream is not ending, and it's rock solid on X. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break, because I'm going to be here for a while, I think. Grab myself some hydration, and I'll leave the X chat live on screen, so if you guys want to chat amongst yourselves while this live stream is going. I'll be right back. Anyone else who joins new, just say, I'm going to be back soon, and yeah, we'll build some more in a couple of minutes. Okay, did you talk amongst yourselves? Yeah, this part of the live stream. Can it focus? It's my face. My face. This part of the live stream is sponsored by Ceruti Sparkling Water. Get your daily dose of lithium and plug into the Matrix. It's not really sponsored by Ceruti. Oh, I love that sound. It's so good. It's literally only sparkling water. Greek sparkling water. And it's awesome. It tastes so good. Did you know, this is not a product placement for Ceruti, by the way. I have no vested interest. Did you know that this has lithium in it? Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, and I drink a couple of cans a day. I am literally trying to become the first AI agent-powered human. And I feel like lithium will be a good contribution to that. It's insane, but this is the one thing I wanted to tell you about this. If you ever come to Greece or Cyprus, get yourself this water. And again, this is not a product placement. Tastes amazing. It's naturally carbonated as well. So, you know, like you can get San Pellegrino or what's the other one? Vici, if you're in Spain. I love Vici, by the way. Very tasty, very nice, very nice. Some of the posh restaurants in the US serve Vici. And, but this is naturally carbonated. It's a little harsher than like San Pellegrino or Vici or something like that. But I'll tell you what, I've got used to it and I love it. Anyway, that aside, oh no, Steve, you can't get Ceruti in the US, not even via Amazon. Found at a few food suppliers. So listen, there's got to be like a Greek population or Greek area in the US that probably imports Ceruti. Sorry, oh my goodness. Shares in Ceruti going up as everyone is Googling Ceruti. Honestly, like I never found it when I lived in the UK, never heard of Ceruti. And then I came to Cyprus and it was literally every posh restaurant you go to when you go for a meze or something like that. They're like, would you like sparkling water? How about Ceruti? It's kind of like their equivalent here of like San Pellegrino or Vici or stuff like that. But I'd never heard of it before and I love it. And not only that, here in Greece and Cyprus, they also do lemon and lime flavors. And they do one really weird flavor that I weirdly kind of got used to called mastic. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of mastic. It's like the only way I can describe it is it's sparkling water, but it tastes like pine trees. And pine trees are my favorite type of tree, but drinking a pine tree is really weird. Anyway, if you do happen to get hold of it, let me know what you think about it. And make sure you drink it chilled. Okay, back to the regular programming here. Let's have a look here. So I need to give it an XAPI key, and I can do that in the console. So I'm going to hook this in, and then we're going to get it cooking. It's going to build it on my own local infrastructure, and it's got to do a Cloudflare tunnel. I think it's got the rights to do that. So it just needs that XAPI key. That's like the missing piece. Okay, again, going to pull off my screen just in case a load of keys show up. Let's see. And I've only got $3.24 in my account. Okay, so I'll need to top up some API credits because that's not going to get me far, is it? API create key. Okay. All right. I think we can do this. All right, let's do it. Mastic and medicine. I don't know. Maybe it is. All right, let's see if we can do this. Welcome, Mike Russell. API keys. Hang on, wait. I'm going to need to add some more money in there. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. How much dosh shall we stick in? Let's have a look here. Am I recommended? Am I a starter? Or am I a builder? What do we think? $5 covers 4 million input or 2 million output tokens on Grok 4.3. I got to say, the pricing of Grok is insanely good. Like really positive. Do you know what? I'm going to chuck the full 20 in because I don't know how much it costs to run real-time agents. I'm guessing it's not that cheap. We'll find out. Okay, so I'll pay the $20 with my existing linked card. Again, just off screen in case it shows any keys or any credit card info or stuff like that. Okay, it didn't. Payment successful. That's good. Okay. So there we go, Elon. I've now got $23.24 in my X. No, it's not XAI, it's SpaceX AI as of today. Did you see the announcement? Where was the announcement? Earlier on, yes, we are now SpaceX AI. Isn't that cool? We are now SpaceX AI. So I'm using, oh, look at that. It's so cool, isn't it? I'm using my SpaceX AI account, guys. So this is really cool. Okay, let's get into it. So I need to go ahead and generate this key now. And the AI told me how to do that. Go to API keys. Oh, I've got a lot of keys here. Oh my goodness me. Okay, create API key. And what did it say to call it? It said to call it live stream call screener because that's the app I'm making. And we'll paste this in and we'll create the key, probably off screen, just in case. Yep, it's exposing a key now. Okay, will not be exposed again. So I'm just going to give the key XAI API key equals this. And then I'm sending it, all doing that off screen because obviously, wow, I did find it on Amazon. $180 for a 24 pack of Cerruti. It's not worth it. Steve says Grok pricing is great. I think Grok and the SpaceX AI team, incredibly underrated in this race. And that's why I know, Steve, actually you were wrangling earlier on with Grok logins to Tank, the AI coding orchestration system. And it's just, Grok's underrated. I'm going to be using Grok for a lot of things. Grok build, Grok voice agents. I'm all about it. Grok. Did you grok that? Good. Okay. So yeah, $180. I'll have to see if I can get some in my suitcase when I visit Chicago later not this month, late August. I'll see if I can smuggle some Cerrutis into the US. I know the customs and immigration are pretty strict there, but I'm sure sparkling water falls under okay, allowed. So I'm just waiting for this to pick up my XAPI key, currently showing on screen in Tank. So we're letting Tank cook for a second, and then we'll see what comes back and what we can actually do and what is possible in terms of all this good stuff. So bear with me. And we'll get this sorted. It's just cooking up and I'll let you know when it's ready. So just bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. And meanwhile, actually, I'll show Steve on screen. Grok and Grok via Pi are both supported fully in the latest build. This is so exciting. So exciting. Oh my goodness me. I can't wait to test all these features out. So that's good. Bear with me. It's getting there. Grok build. Super Grok plugins. It's so awesome. And the fact I already pay for the top X account. So to have all that stuff basically included in my sub is freaking nuts. And I'm like, that's almost free AI because I'd pay for X Premium anyway. But the fact that I also get AI usage in the money I spend, it's like a no-brainer. By the way, we're at 122 now on X. That's the biggest audience I've ever had on X. So thank you everyone who's been sharing. Okay, let's see. So all three planes are ready, committed, everything's provisioned and verified. Good. Okay, I think we're in a really good place. Let me just see here. What I might need to do is just read this because I think I've got to do something different. Bear with me. I'm trying to think and do things at the same time. Okay, so I'm just reading to you what it says on the screen. Committed, everything's provisioned and verified. Twilio is ready. Grok Voice, authed. Okay, hosting, doing it on your home Proxmox via a Cloudflare tunnel. Okay, build spec is there, ENV is there. The one non-obvious win, Grok Voice speaks audio PCMU at 8 kilohertz, byte identical to Twilio media streams. Well, who would have known? The screening bridge is a base 64 pass-through both ways, 0 transcoding. That removes the single biggest source of latency and complexity a voice bridge like this usually carries. Next up, FastAPI skeleton. Okay, Twilio inbound. Okay, and Grok screening bridge. I think that's a WebSocket relay and disclosure script. Okay, want me to start the skeleton and Twilio inbound now? I can build and run it locally against a tunnel so you can place a real test call before we touch the deploy. Okay, I'll say, yeah, build it now, please. Give URL on local network via Caddy, doing this off screen just because of API keys, and share URL when I have something good to look at. And by the way, guys, I just wanted to let you know that what I'm building right now, I am building with Claude Opus 4.8. Like, I want us to just take a deep breath after the last 7 days. I know Fable 5 max plan or pro plan usage runs out at midnight Pacific time tonight. But I am building this whole app on Opus 4.8. Until we ever had Fable 5 in our hands, Opus 4.8 was good enough for everything, literally for everything. So I don't know why we're getting so hyped and so crazy about Fable 5. Yes, it's a beast of a planner, and I probably will use it going forward. And I do hope Anthropic decide to stick a little bit of Fable 5 usage in the subscription. I don't even expect it to be much, but I do want to say that I think we can do a lot of cool stuff still. And by the way, it's so cool to see you all chatting on X. And so many members of my community. Greg is in there as well, which is really cool. So nice to see the chat messages are ticking along. We got people from all over the place, but the US, as always, my top country. So I can't wait to get this US Twilio number working. And I do understand that I am live streaming to an international audience. I appreciate that, but I have to choose a geographic phone number. And as hands down, all my stats, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere, my biggest audience are based in the United States. I have to choose a phone number from somewhere. So the US kind of makes sense. Okay, so bear with me and we'll see what happens. So Darren says there is lag everywhere. Is there lag on YouTube? Guys, come and click over to X because that's where apparently the stream is most solid. We'll see. So at the moment, I can tell you that Claude Code is cooking away. Let's see. I can actually zoom in and probably not show you API keys, which would be nice. It's building stuff out. Okay. FastAPI, Uvicorn, Ginger, Python.env, Twilio, WebSockets, HTTPX, application code. It's making a config Python file here. This is all interesting stuff. It's using the house style that's used to scaffold the look of Tank, which is great. So actually this phone-in dashboard is going to look very similar to the dashboard that you may have seen in Tank before, which is really interesting. Nearly 1:30 in the morning here. Don't sleep yet, Darren. You cannot afford to sleep. Darren, where are you based? Actually, this is a good point. While we let Claude Code build, because we're doing this in real time, if you could all post wherever you are on X, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, with where you're watching from, I would really like that. And actually, a little bit of market research. How did you first find Creator Magic? If you wouldn't mind saying where you're watching from and how you found Creator Magic. I always love to know these things. Steve says no lag on X at all, even with 2X windows open at the same time and a bit of YouTube going on. So that is extremely interesting. We even have a bunch of people watching over on LinkedIn right now, which is absolutely awesome. I'm so pleased to see so many of you actually watching on LinkedIn. And one thing I will say that makes it very valuable to stream on LinkedIn is that it gets, you know, a modest amount of viewers during the live stream. But where it really cooks on LinkedIn is LinkedIn seems to distribute your stream over the coming days and weeks after. So I actually get more interaction with like reactions and comments after I've done the stream on LinkedIn, whereas X and YouTube are more of the moment. So we've got Darren, Aotearoa, New Zealand. We got Skeletal Lemon in the UK as well, which is fantastic. Wow. X streams are less than 1 second delay, but YouTube is 10 seconds behind. Funny stuff. Connecticut, Colchester, very nice indeed. Very good. So welcome, whether you're watching on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, I'm really happy to have you here. This is the bit now that's going to take a bit of time because as you can see right now, Claude Code is just banging out a bunch of app stuff, the Grok bridge, the screening bit, the state, the control, dependencies. This is going to take a bit of time because Claude is actually cooking right now. So we shall let the AI cook. It says now the FastAPI app, wiring it all together, webhooks, SSE, control API, soft phone token, simulate path so you can do all that good stuff. Okay, saw your YouTube show when I searched for AI tutor. Hey, how cool is that? That's Andy Send. Thank you, Andy Send. Nice to have you there. Very nice to have you there. So we'll let this continue to cook. Like I say, this is the kind of stuff that I'm live streaming now. This is the stuff I would do anyway in my spare time. It's just so cool to have you guys actually watching right now as I build and cook. So yeah, I'm excited. And the end result, like I say, I'm building an app with Twilio for the phone number, Grok Voice agent to answer your call, and the latency on Grok Voice agents are nuts, like so good, so human-like. So I can't wait to do this. And then eventually we'll get you through on the air via a dashboard in my web browser and an overlay on OBS Studio. And it's going to be really cool and really vibe codey and all done in real time. So we'll see. Still cooking away. We'll see. What really excites me is that with Tank, because I've put all the API keys in here and it's putting it in a .env file, it's also going ahead and reaching out to other secrets I've given it permission to have so it can provision stuff for me. Like hosting on my local network is not a problem because Tank is able to like distribute stuff across the network, which is awesome. So I can say just spin up this VM on Proxmox and get it working and boom, it's done for me. And like, I used to do this stuff back in the day, but now I don't. Like my AI agent just does it for me because why would I do that? Why would I worry about how much RAM and how much hard disk to provision? Just get an AI agent to do it. And I used to hate it when it wasn't so bad when I provisioned my my disk space low on Proxmox and had to increase it. I just had to resize the disk. But it was absolute pain when I had to make my disk size smaller for some reason. And that was just not possible. And now you can do it in a snap. Now you can just say to the AI agent, hey, do you know what? I know you put it on that mini PC, but I'd like it on the Mac Mini instead. Can you just do that? And then AI will just say, of course. And it will copy it across the network. Oh, the server's up. Guys, we're going to see something soon. Stand by. We're about to cook here. Having lunch whilst watching you and thinking about retail apps. Oh, watching from London, UK. Very, very nice indeed. Lots of you watching from the UK, some of you watching from down under, many of you watching from the US, which is absolutely awesome. We are getting there. Okay, it's just cooking the final bit, but I think very soon indeed I'm going to have a URL to hit, and then we'll be able to see the real-time dashboard that it cooks up. So exciting. So very exciting. But of course, waiting for an AI agent to finish coding is like, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait for it to finish and we'll see what happens here. Let's see. Okay. Background command. Restart got cleaned up. Let me launch it properly. Okay, looks like Claude is getting to the end of this launch now. So very soon we should be able to see something go live, I hope. Very much hoping. We will wait and we will see what pops up here. Still working on it. Bear with me. And we'll get this going. Okay, this is good. Torrent phone, says Bobby. Interesting. It's still working on it. I can see it's nearly getting there. Just trying to get this up and running for me. And then when it does, I don't know if we'll be able to test this or not. Yeah. Claude is just troubleshooting its own problems right now. So very soon, we should have a dashboard, I hope. Not a working product yet, but a dashboard. So stand by. And whoever sticks with me on this live stream has to actually call in at some point. I'm holding you accountable to call in. And we'll see. Listening and stable, it's smoke testing. I love the term smoke test. Smoke test. In case the circuits fry, right? It's a smoke test. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Let's see if we get anywhere with this right now. Standing by. I think we're nearly finished. Then I can show you something, hopefully. How is Claude doing here? All green. Twiml is working. Nice. We've got a reverse proxy going on there. That's nice too. Reloaded pattern working. Give me a URL. Give me a URL. Go on. Give me a URL. You know you can. This is going to be such a payoff when it comes to life. We are just moments away, guys, from the big reveal here. I can't wait to see if this works. It'll be exciting. Okay. It's just provisioning the domain name on my local area network via Caddy. It's good. And then we shall go with this and see what we can make work. Okay, nice. It's doing the SSH thing. And very soon we should be good. 153 views on X. This is nuts. Really, really cool. So grateful to all of you that's decided to follow and watch on X. This is epic. Right. Come on, Claude Code. Finish. Finish deploying, please. I want to have something pretty to look at and know what the next steps are. The ultimate goal here is we get someone calling in. It's the ultimate goal. Okay, clear picture. Is it going to do it? It's getting there. Come on. Can do this. I think the panel is live on the LAN. That's what it says. It's just doing a few last tests. Oh, man. We shall see. Just awaiting more success here. Okay, I think we got it. Live now on the LAN. Everything checks out. Okay, just reading everything that's coming back. This is going to be so cool. All right. Oh, I see. I need to run it with a token for it to work, do I? Let's see. No, it's definitely not working. I added the root, committed ready. Okay, I see. So where do I access this? Interesting. Okay. Bit more work needs to happen here. Yeah. Right. Okay, I know what I need to do. Right. Yes. Okay, I'm just feeding more information to my AI agent to get this working, but bear with me because we should be nearly there. Again, not showing the screen because it's showing a few little... Actually, I might have something to show you, which is cool. I might just have something to show you. So bear with me. I just need to make sure I get this all working and into a fit state. And, okay, we've got something on a local IP, but really I want it on a domain. So bear with me and then we'll get this all working. Right. Okay, so yeah, Claude Code is still cooking away. Nothing special yet, but we do have a kind of start of a dashboard here. Okay, so I don't know how much this works. Connect show line, soft phone error. So that's not wired. Simulate caller. Ooh, okay, interesting. Marcus in Glasgow. Consent and recorded. Is my job as a copywriter at risk? Put on air. Does that work? Hello, Marcus, you're on the air. That's how it would work. Drop, Marcus. It's very interesting. Okay, this is cool. So I can drop those callers. So I can simulate live callers. That's kind of cool. Okay, put on air. Okay, so that's kind of what we want. This is awesome. Okay, this is kind of getting somewhere. But now I need to get this to cook things up. It's trying to collect a Cloudflare tunnel so this can actually work in the wild. I see. Yeah. So basically Twilio is blocked from working at the moment because it needs a Cloudflare tunnel to access my app via webhook, which makes sense. Nothing can happen until a webhook can talk to my app from the outside world. So we'll just get that building and cooking, and then we'll see what we can do. Multi-step live deploy, Claude Code says. We're using a Cloudflare tunnel. Okay. I can do this headless via the API. Let me verify. It's creating the LXC for me. Okay, this is good, good, good. Everything's going. But essentially, we want to get somewhere where this works. Now, it has given me an OBS lower third that I can show. I don't want to add that as a lower third yet, though, until I know this is working. So... Actually, do you know what is really cool? What I can show you? Let me go ahead. I'm going to try and add the lower third to this scene now. So let me show you. I can show you actually how I would go ahead and do that. While, yeah, Claude is still very much cooking at the moment. So let me bring my copy of OBS onto screen and show you what I've got going on here. So, infinity mirror here. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know how I can show you this actually because I need to go back to my camera only view, but I'm going to add a browser overlay, and this will be live call screener. So I'm adding this as a browser source, and we need to make that 3840.2160 dimensions. Excuse the OBS logo. We'll get rid of that soon. Okay, that's on. All right. So you guys probably can't see this, so I'll need to screenshot it. I will screenshot it, and then I'll show you. All right. So basically what I've done here, now I can move OBS off the screen, is I've added a browser overlay here, which is a live call screener, and that is now on my main camera. Okay, so, and actually what I could also do is I could copy that across. So let's actually copy that so that it also appears on my screen share. So let's go from here. Let's copy the live call screener. And obviously it's kind of hard to show you this at the same time, but I'm actually going to paste a reference to it. Okay, so now technically if I simulate a caller and put them on air, oh, look at that. That appears. So there we go. That's awesome. Drop the call and they go away. That's awesome. Can't connect the line yet, but I can. So Dave in Leeds wants to talk about football. Put on air. Hello, Dave in Leeds. You're on the air. Look at that. And then you can see that's the caller that's calling into the show. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of getting somewhere. I don't know if that lower third is big enough. I probably need to make it a bit bigger, but it's a good start. It's a great start. And if I go to my camera screen, you can see, yeah, Dave is way too small. So I probably need to tell Claude Code to change that lower third. But the fact that it actually kind of works is good. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Claude Code is still cooking. So we'll make that. Yeah, my follow-up will be to make those lower thirds that appear down here a little bit bigger. But for the time being, when I take a caller like Marcus, you're on the air, Marcus appears over there, Marco from Glasgow, and what he wants to talk about. But that needs to be bigger, doesn't it? Way bigger. But at least we've got something now that works as an OBS overlay and connects to my Call Screener app. So I literally can take people on air and it can work. This is just cooking away. So this is great. X is really growing, by the way. So pleased to see so many of you joining in. We might hit 1,000 simultaneous viewers on this live stream. So stand by for that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. Okay, so we can see that. Okay, good. So basically, it's just cooking things up. I can't show you because at the moment it's like showing API keys all over the screen. But we've got an LXC that is being provisioned on Proxmox with its own dedicated LAN IP. It's going to install the app and everything over there. It's going to create a Cloudflare tunnel and DNS for the webhooks. It's going to point Twilio at the webhooks. And it's going to add a caddy LAN route so I can access it on a nice, clean, beautiful, pretty URL, which is awesome. We confirm the overlay works. We confirm the dashboard works. When this is wired in, I'm hoping we'll have a real-time Grok agent that can take your calls on the air. And this is going to be fun. This is going to be incredibly fun. I definitely want to try this out live in real time with someone as we do this. So let's see. Let's see how we go. At the moment, it's just cooking this all up. Yeah. Okay. It's provisioning the Proxmox. What have we got here in the chat? We've got, won't it be cool to show the transcript above the caller name and then fading away in a prompter manner? Ooh. Wow, I like that idea on YouTube. That's AminiBNE3688. Tell me exactly what you mean by a transcript. Do you mean that a transcript of what the caller is saying, like appearing as a little transcript on screen as I take the call? That could work. Is that what you meant? Or do you mean transcript of me and the caller? Or, I like the thinking there. Very interesting. Whoever is going to be my first caller to the show, I'm going to be extremely grateful. Everything to build this LXC. And obviously what I need to do when I've got this working, I need to have something so that when I'm live, this call screener works. And then when I go off air, it should basically put you through to an answer phone. So, or something saying lines are closed. So let me show you what I mean. So over here, I've got the basic skeleton of the app. Look at this, waiting for callers, call screener, soft phone error because we've not hooked in Twilio yet. But I can simulate a caller. Dave in Leeds wants to talk about the football. Put on air and Dave appears as a lower third next to my face, right down there, which is cool. Drop Dave off the air and he disappears. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm shooting at. But essentially, I would connect the phone line. This would go from error to green. And then Grok agent can actually take calls. But then when I disconnect, I should be able to disconnect. And instead of going through to Grok and using my Grok API credits, it should just be a pre-recorded message via Twilio saying, lines are currently closed. And that's that. So I can literally open and close lines via this little app. That would be my idea. Live transcript of the caller. Okay, listen, that's a feature I could literally build in during this cooking session. Let's just see how my agent is getting on. It's installing everything. It's making it work. So this is all good. Okay, we'll let that keep building. In the meantime, thank you so much. So many of you joining on the live chat here. This is awesome. Let's make that a bit smaller. Loads of notifications coming in on X as well. 168 of you watching right now, which is insane. So I'm so grateful for everyone who's joining me. Just going to leave this on screen at the moment and see what we got going on. So we'll wait for more of you to... yeah, I can see the to-do list is running at the moment in the background, which is quite funny. To-do list is over here. It's cooking through it. Another quick break and I will be right back. Okie dokies, we are still rocking and rolling here, so thank you so much. Wow, okay, let's see. Maybe better to move the overlays transcript to the center at the bottom, feed mode. Overlay is hidden behind the live overlays. Ooh, okay. Let's copy that. That's a good suggestion, Steve. Like that a lot. Okay, let's let this cook. We're getting to the Cloudflare tunnel setup now, which is very nice indeed. And we'll see how this all figures out. And do you know what? I might leave this running on my local network. There's no reason to deploy a Hetzner box, especially as I use this literally during live streams. So that's like wasted cash on a Hetzner box that doesn't need to exist. So it probably would be a local only thing. And yeah, what I want to do is get this to a good state today where I can use it. And what I'll probably do is end up dropping it as code in my community. So if you want to join the community, I'll drop a link down below later on. Come and join us. Tank is there, new release dropping today. Steve has been working incredibly hard on that new release. mrc.fm/CMC is the best place to go. Okay. Yeah, Claude is grinding its way through a to-do list at the moment. And then, yeah, it's making the Cloudflare tunnel, DNS, then it's going to point Twilio at the webhooks and get me all set up. And then, Steve, I'm going to take your advice to get the caller name centered at the bottom middle, I think. That's going to be the best idea. So we shall wait for this to be finished. It does take some time. Maybe I should have used Codex for this. I've started using Codex a bit more, especially as it's like a second subscription I've got and it works nicely in Tank. Like I go between Claude Code and Codex, and I'm going to be using a lot more Grok build as well, because that is really, really good. So we'll just keep this cooking away and then we'll get into it. Yes, but I really like the idea of the lower third working central. So let's see. Actually, do you know what? While I wait for that to finish cooking, I can actually say I'll start up. So, yeah, we've actually got, yeah, Tank is cooking away. While it finishes, I wonder if we can say move overlays to the center at the bottom. The overlay is hidden behind the live, yeah. And like in the far right. Okay, yeah. I don't know actually whether to do that or because I'm not working in a work tree at the moment. Maybe I'll just let the first thing finish it up. It's nearly done now. Or actually, it's a It's a non-crazy change, so yeah. And make lower third. Hang on, I can show you this. Make lower thirds bigger, please. All right, we'll set that up as a new job. Let's see if we can get this working good. That's the best thing with Tank is I can run 2 simultaneous jobs on the same app at the same time. So we'll let it cook on that. Meantime, okay, I think we've got this working now on a home URL. Oh, we need an operator token. Let's see if I can find an operator token. Get that in. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. I got that popped up on my home network now, so this is good. This is working nicely. Let's just take a look and see. I think we're wrapping up now. Okay, we've got a blocker coming in. Okay, so again, can't show this yet on screen because of sensitive keys. I see. I need to broaden my Cloudflare key a little bit so it can do what it needs to do. So let me see if I can get that sorted. Sign in. All right, broaden the token. Broadening Cloudflare token. See if we can get this working. Okay, that is in. Accounts. Cloudflare tunnel. Let's see. API tokens. Let's sort this. Let's see. I see. All right, hang on. I just need to ask it something. Because we're not quite there yet. What Cloudflare token are you using? And tell me what to do to it so you can do last things. Okay, this is all happening off screen because it's Cloudflare we're talking about here. And then hopefully we'll get somewhere. So it's the final cook, but everything else seems to be lined up, which is really, really good. I'm really happy with the way this is shaken out now. Just need to wait for Claude Code to tell me what it needs. And then we'll get into this. Nice, nice, nice. Bear with me as we get this figured out. Let's see if it's coming back with anything here. Okay. Token I'm using is this one. All right, let's have a look. Need to find some token IDs here. Okay, current scope. I see. Okay, I got to go into the domain that I'm working with. And let's see. Okay. API. Yep. API token. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let's see here. This is a bit complicated. Okay. I see. dash.cloudflare.com profile / API tokens. Let's have a little look. Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Yep. Got it. Just need to, yeah, last used July 7, so it's definitely that key. All right, let me edit and give it some more scope. What's it asking for here? Let's see. So, find the token. Okay, I see. All right, this is pretty straightforward. I need to give it a permission, include account. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Add account. What are we looking for here? Cloudflare tunnel. Yep, giving it that scope. And we want it to have the ability to edit. Okay, is that it? Yep. Under account resources, make sure it includes your account. Got it. I see. Okay. Yep, makes sense. So let's click that. Continue to summary and save, not roll. Okay. Update token. When saved, just say done, and I'll do things for you. I love you, Claude. Okay, done. I think we'll get there. I think we will get there. What's happening here? Again, can't show my screen yet because lots of API keys showing there. But what I can tell you is we are getting there. While that's going on, just reading some of your comments on X. Why we're in AFK? Yeah, AFK mode. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool idea. There's so many cool things I want to do on this live stream. It's unreal, Steve. That's amazing. Okay. What's that a link to? I don't know. Do I need to watch that later? What is that YouTube link you posted? It's not Mr. Beast, is it? Let's all go to the lobby. Very good. Okay. That's good. Or have AI generate a custom Saruti product placement. We could actually do that, couldn't we? Actually, while this is coding away, we could actually do that. We could. Shall we do that? That's actually not a bad idea. Let's do this. Let's do it with Adobe Firefly. New board. Let's create a new board. Because this is coding away, so we'll leave this rocking and rolling until it's done. And we'll just make a Saruti product placement. Okay. Should we clip an image of me to put into the product placement? What do you reckon? Shall we? Let's do that. Let's clip an image of me, and then we'll paste that into Adobe Firefly. This is just because Claude Code is still rocking and rolling over here, so it's trying to figure things out. So generate video, and we need to get an image of Saruti. I'm doing this for you guys because you asked for it. Look at all the Sarutis. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Let's bring this on screen. So many Sarutis. Unreal. Where's I need to get a can. That's what I need. Let's get that one. Let's screenshot that and bring it over, shall we? This is wild stuff. Oh, I think we might be getting there with Claude Code, but not quite yet. So we need a Saruti carbonated water there. You can see where this is going. Right. Which model should we use? What's good here? What's cooking? Gemini Omni? Image. Image. Can I do 2 images? I think I can. Man is crawling along the desert until he finds this can buried in the sand. He wipes the sweat off his brow, cracks it open, drinks it, and looks refreshed. Okay, this is Gemini Omni, which, by the way, can I say, how cool is that? How fast did that get into Adobe Firefly? That's insane. Let's generate a few more. Think of anything else funny for a little break? Man opens a minibar in a hotel room. Disgusted, throws cans of Coke and Fanta out the window, and then finally finds this can in the back of the minibar, opens it, and drinks it all in one. Boom. I think we can only do 4 generations at a time. But I think Claude Code finished. So I'll just check on screen that everything looks good. Are we going to have a live caller on air soon? Everything up to the phone is verified by machine. The one thing only a human can trigger is call the number and Grok answers. Okay, please don't call yet, because I want to just check that this all works. Want to place a test call now? Are you kidding me? Is this actually working? Like, it's actually claiming that this is built. I am somehow a little bit skeptical, but if it works, it works. Okay, I might connect the line in a second. Oh, look, hang on. First of all, oh my goodness me. Let's put these all on the oh my goodness, guys, this is insane. Oh my goodness me. This is so good. I might put these up on X later. Let's generate a few more. That's the cool thing about Firefly. Firefly has to be one of the most elite generators out there, right? Where's me hand tool? Hand, H and V. Yeah, H. Let's get these in the center. Did it put audio on these? That's so good. Let's play this. Gemini Omni is insane, isn't it? Dave has just joined the house from Paphos. Dave, as you join in, you'll be familiar with Cerruti. You're one of the lucky few from the audience who can actually go out right now and buy yourself a can of this. Not sponsored by Cerruti, by the way. Although Cerruti, if you did want to sponsor my live streams, I'm very open to sponsorships. Just saying. Let's play this. Let's see this one. Oh, I love the way it just appeared. Shall we go back to Claude Code? I'm having so much fun generating Cerruti. Okay, all right, hang on, wait. We've got some more here. We've got some more to try. Let's get these mini bar things. The likeness here is uncanny and a little bit scary, actually. It's even mimicked my shirt well in these. This one has even put like headphones over me. All right, let's play these last ones and get back to work. In Qatar still, Dave. Well, I hope you're enjoying Qatar. It's very hot there now. Okay. Nice. What about this one? Oh my gosh! One more. And then
I hate these drinks. Here it is.
What can I say, Cerruti? You're getting free product placement now in this here live stream with nearly 200 viewers watching on X, all wanting to order Cerruti now. Oh my goodness me. All right, let's try and connect this show line and see if it works. Connect, soft phone error. So it's still not working. Let's simulate a caller and put them on air and see. Okay, so this is still not quite working. I don't know if there was something I needed to do or not. I might need to hard refresh or something to get this working. Let's check everything here. I think we're good. No console errors coming up. Connect show line, no. Twilio is not defined. Okay. So looks like I need to get Claude Code cooking a bit more. So what do we got? I can tell you, I don't think there are any API keys showing on the screen. Just keys to the internal URL, which don't really matter. So it's now running. It's running through Cloudflare. Okay. Yes. Verified green. Twilio working. Yeah. Real WebSocket. Twilio number. Yeah. Okay. But, okay. Let's paste this in. And what do I need to say is not working here? So connect show line doesn't work. Soft phone error, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Connect show line doesn't work. I get soft phone error. Let's just see what Claude can fix there. A double door mini fridge. That's right, in video 4. Nicely spotted, Steve. So fun. So I think actually I might do this in future streams actually, is while Claude Code cooks, I'll just use Firefly boards to like generate stuff and pass the time. Come on, send your prompts and we'll do some more. Okay. Man standing in the middle of a circus picks up this can, shakes it up and down, opens it, and it explodes everywhere. Let's see if we can get something there. And a couple of others. We can see Claude Code is still making things work, getting 403s, needing to fix that. What else can we do? Man starts drinking this, and because of lithium effects, starts to become a little bit robotic. His face and arms start to show signs of turning into an android. Let's see what we get there. Definitely some really good product placements here. This one I like. Looking a bit rough there. Although the can was already open there, which is funny. Okay, we'll wait for those to cook. Oh, one of them didn't cook. Let's let that cook. Okay, in the meantime, I'm watching some updates are being made. Okay, I can see Twilio is not defined. Okay, yeah. So it's figuring it out. Okay. Now redeploying and restarting. Shouldn't take too long, this version. So we'll wait for things to finish cooking here, and then we'll see. Hey, Steve, glad that you like the format well, kind of like an office hours. Exactly, I would be doing this anyway. So like, I'm always paranoid when I do a live stream. I'm like, I've got to provide value, and it's got to be like fast. But I know a lot of people just want to get to the point, like this is how you do the thing. Step 1, step 2, step 3. But also it's fantastic because a lot of people say to me, I want to see how the sausage is made. I want to see all the errors. I want to see all the 404s, the 403s, the 401, and all of that. Losing my voice a bit, need a bit more cerruti. So, yes, I'm glad that it's hitting. I'm glad that it's hitting. That's what I'll say. Okay, we're just getting a deploy. Deploy is happening right now. Waiting for that to occur. And then when it does, we'll be able to go. I think we're getting finished now. Things are getting wound up here. I think in the meantime, we might have some Adobe Firefly bits to look at. So let's have a look over here. Let's see here. Right. Here we go. Let's see here. It's nearly done. Oh yes, Adobe Firefly. Oh, guys, check this out. Let's bring this one in. I love the fact it's mimicked my headphones here. And not all. And what about this one? Okay. This one? Oh my gosh. Nice. What about this one? That really looks like me. That's the best one yet. Although it changed the logo. It changed the logo. What about this one? In my studio.
System update has begun. I feel completely digitized.
That's a bit scary, isn't it? Oh my goodness me. This is my favorite. All right. So how are we getting on with, oh wait, I can see now Claude code has finished. So let's go here. All right. Twilio is not defined. Now it is. Fave icon is now in line. Bonus bug I caught. Oh my goodness, fixing that. Hard refresh, then click connect show line, and we should be good to go. I love it when AI thinks everything is good to go. All right, well, let's see. Let's hard refresh. Okay, let's connect. Nope. Still nope, and console errors. So I would love it to get here. Is this a Fable 5 moment? Is this a Fable 5 moment? Do I need to upgrade to Fable 5? Still soft phone error and these. All right, come on. You can do this. I believe in you. There must be something going on here that needs fixing, and I don't know what it is. But we'll get there. The voice is off. I know the voice is off with Google Omni. It keeps adding an American accent to me. Circus 2 and Desert 3, favorite so far. Shall we look at Desert 3 again? Let's look at, yeah, Circus 2 definitely for me is a really good one. And what was Desert 3? Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? I wonder, does Saruti have an X feed? Because if they do, maybe it's worth to message at them. Do they have an X feed or not? I doubt they do. They probably have a Facebook page. Probably should post it on Instagram or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys can find out. Carbonated water. Co-funded by the European Union. Look at this. I don't think they have an X account though. Look at all this goodness in here. Silicon. You see, I knew it was turning me into AI. Electrolytes and lithium. It's all the good stuff. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, I get the lemon lime. Very nice indeed. Oh my goodness. But do they have an X account? They got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Oh, I haven't seen that flavor before. Rose. And what's this one? Mint. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I need to join their newsletter. That's amazing. Maybe I'll post at them on one of their popular platforms later. But anyway, I'm getting distracted now. I'm getting distracted now. So let's see. It's still cooking away on my error, which is funny. What I can do is simulate a caller and see if the lower third is working any better. Marcus in Glasgow on the air. Oh, hang on. It's not working though. Or do I need a... I think I might need to update the properties. It should work though. I have no idea why that live call screener is not working. Maybe needs a refresh, doesn't it? All right, let's see if I can get this working. Let's see if I can get something on the screen. Oh, Marcus, Glasgow, AI at work. Down there, that's nice. It's still quite small though, in fairness, isn't it? Still quite small, but it's better than nothing. Okay. All right. Let's drop that off and see if we can go back. And obviously I can make those a lot better in the future. Okay. I love the way that Claude is positive here. Just avoiding showing API keys, but it says, good news. The SDK now loads. This is a different, deeper error. Well, that's not good news. A deeper error doesn't sound good to me. Connection error 53,000 means signaling socket reached Twilio, but Twilio rejected it. Almost always an access token problem. Let me decode what's going on. Okay, it's decoding. Everything checks out. Token is correctly signed. Let me make the soft phone connect more robustly and crucially log the specific sub-reason. Okay. Well, we'll see. If I get a connection, what I can actually do is try and get this working by... Let's see if I can actually get some audio. I might connect via Bluetooth to... I might be the first caller to my brand new phone in line via my iPhone to test it once it works. And then we'll get one of you guys to phone in. It'd be really impressive if this actually works. I have no idea if it will at the moment. So at the moment we can see like Claude is cooking away stuff here, doing all that good stuff. Checking to see if the handshake works. Now the decisive test. Okay, so it's testing whether this Twilio thing works or whether it's rejected. Twilio is a nightmare. I definitely couldn't do this without AI. Okay, it's running something. We'll wait and see. In the meantime, let's see if I can actually get my phone connected via Bluetooth so I can actually play this. Now, what I need to do is probably connect my phone via Bluetooth. So if I do make a call, you'll be able to hear what the experience is like. And then I'm hoping I can get at least one person to call the phone in line before the end of this stream and actually get it working. What would I need to do? Bluetooth, connect to Rodecaster. Still cooking here. Got all kinds of quirks going on. Okay. Client version not supported. Oh my goodness. But don't worry, because I'm going to hammer this until I work. Like, I'm very persistent. Very persistent. All right, the Rodecaster is connected. Now, my friends from the UK who are watching this may remember the talking clock. Do you ever remember the talking clock? Oh, hang on. Wait, that's bad audio, or something's not working here. Let's see if I can get the talking clock.
At the third stroke, it will be 4:30 precisely.
Hello.
Hello to you too. I was just testing. We used to have something called the talking clock. I think you used to dial 123 in the UK. Don't know if it still exists. Anyway, I thought I'd test that to make sure my Bluetooth is working, which it is. Okay. Getting all kinds of interesting things here. Yes, the time. Oh my goodness, Creative Monk remembers. Yes, at the third stroke, the time sponsored by Accurist will be 5:35 precisely. Beep, beep, beep. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembers the talking clock. Okay. We are getting there. Stuff is working. Ah, is that true? Malbolge, you had something similar for time in the US. Okay, it claims to have found it. The JWT signature validation failed. Well, of course it did. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so Claude is fixing it. Let me verify the theory decisively. What I might actually do is feed in some docs from Twilio and definitely the Twilio docs. And I'll just say, read these Twilio docs and make sure that this all works. Because Twilio probably changed their API every 2 weeks. And Claude Code is probably not up to date with Twilio's API. Confirmed. The standard key token got past signature validation. Well, of course it did. And the restricted key failed at 31202 signature validation. Yeah. Seriously, if you have creds, if you're a Twilio certified developer, like, hats off to you. I don't even know what it's doing, but it's updating a bunch of stuff and maybe it'll work on the next time. It's updating the ENV with all the creds and all the things it needs. Oh my goodness me. Very, very exciting stuff. We will only wait and we will only see. Tiger 11 says Steve. 844-3711 would give you the time and current weather for that area code. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Now add the standard key. Yeah, it's standard keys. So understandably can't show these at the moment. Deployed. All right, please work. Please work. I want an end-to-end app. So you can see I started live streaming literally nearly 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. It's taken me 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to a nearly working app. So as you can see, these apps do not take 10 minutes to make. They take hours to make of wrangling back and forth with the AI. AI telling you, well, everything is absolutely fine. And you're like, no, it's not. Okay, the live app now stands with whatever ISS SK027B that Twilio needs. This is giving me a headache, and I'm not even coding it. The SDK sends them in full. Yes, root cause found, fix deployed, do this, hard refresh. The pill should go to connecting and online. No, tell me it's not going to work. Tell me it's not going to work. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, because if it works, I want to be the first caller in. Okay, empty cache, connect show line, connecting. Oh my goodness, it's even pulling in my Rodecaster audio. No way. Allow. What? Oh my goodness, it's working. What? Oh. Well, it made a funky noise and then this just like went into a perpetual loop error. Hang on, I need to copy this if I can, but it keeps looping on me. Nope. Perpetual loop. We definitely got further though. I thought we were there. Okay, never mind. Back to Claude Code. I got a funky sound and it felt like things were happening, but no. It's going to be worth it though, guys. All I can say, what is going on? All I can say is it's worth you sticking around because we're getting so much closer. Okay, let me just type in error, paste in the console errors. Hang on. I know we're close. Yeah. No, error 31009. Oh my goodness, and perpetual errors, but it made some nice noises. What error was that again? 31009. Oh my, I don't even know. There's lots of errors. So close, but not yet. Oh, the fun of this. If you've stuck through this whole stream, like we're getting so close. So I'm gonna be the proof of concept caller. As soon as I get this working, I'll call my own phone line because I don't want to waste your guys' time calling in, and I'll prove the concept that it works. Once I prove that this works, I'll get you to call in. And I know Steve has said he'll be my first caller. So Steve, unless you get busy, that would be so awesome to have you as my first caller. To prove this works. And then in a future live stream, I'll be able to go on air and I literally will set this live every live stream and have a live call-in thing to my live stream. So you can literally phone in and come on the air with me. I think there'd be nothing better. And like I say, I used to do this like literally 8 years ago. We used to live stream on my Mike Russell channel, Free Jingle Friday. It was an audio thing. We used to make jingles for radio stations, DJs, podcasters, and businesses. People would call in and come on the air with us. And I set it up via Twilio, but it was very basic. Literally, people would call, a phone line would flash, and I'd take them on air like live. There was no fielding or filtering. But now with AI, I figure I can have a switchboard and I can have an AI agent manning the switchboard and taking you guys on air. Gamer Dad says, hey, Mike, use the Chrome DevTools MCP server with Claude instead of copying and paste. You are so elite. And I've even got a project in Tank called Browser Beast that does that for me. So if this keeps going wrong, I will tell it to use Browser Beast to troubleshoot. In the meantime, what is Claude doing? Massive progress, it says. Massive progress. I love Claude Code's like enthusiasm here. Token accepted, signaling connected, the call was created, Twiml fetched. You're past all the auth and signaling walls. The two errors are different. Media connection failed and signaling WS failed. Okay. This is the final layer and it confirms the entire server works. Oh my goodness. What's the, right. What's the streaming max network path? This determines the media fix. Oh my goodness me. Is it behind a VPN? No. Restrictive VLAN. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll just say I'm not sure. I don't know what network I'm on. Well, I do. I've got VLANs and I sometimes need VPNs, but I don't think I've got any of those things going at the moment. Open network test in a browser. It reports what's blocked. My goodness. Twilio. Like when I started this live stream today, 2 hours and 22 minutes ago, I didn't imagine Twilio would be this difficult. Thank goodness for AI. No problem. The network test will tell us definitively. Open networktest.twilio.com in your browser. Okay, this is cool. Run it and paste me the results. Okay, I'm not going to do this on screen in case it shows any like stuff that it shouldn't. But I will open that network test. All right, okay. So it's basically running a test from my home network connection to Twilio. Something failed, something passed. Voice bandwidth. So we had one error here. So we're troubleshooting voice bandwidth. So I don't think there's anything that's identifying here. It's basically running Twilio tests here. And as you can see, one thing already failed. And we've got a voice test. Okay, this is running now with my audio. Error, making network call, no transport available to send or receive messages. That's coming through. Okay, that failed. And then the voice testing using Opus, that's failing as well. So I guess it's going to give me a log output that I can then paste back to Claude and say, these are the errors. Okay, it did it. Okay, so I think I should just copy the whole output. I'm going to copy all of this log out here from Twilio's WebRTC diagnostics, and I'll paste that into Claude Code, and hopefully it will know what the heck to do with that. So I'm relying on you, Claude Code. All right, let's see what comes back, because if anything will crack it, that will crack it. And we'll see. Okay, we got San Jose in the house, California. Manu from the community. Nice to have you here, man. I'm building this live on air call screener, so I think this will be right up your street, Manu. Normalize your audio for your favorite 80s radio station. Oh my goodness. Were you with me back in the day on Free Jingle Friday? Long-time viewer, first-time commenter from Columbus, Georgia. Always look forward to your live streams and videos. I find your videos entertaining. Very nice. What would be the first song on your radio station, Mike? Philip? Oh my goodness, Philip. Don't Stop Believing by Journey. That would be the first song on my imaginary radio station. Claude has 38 minutes to get it working. Let's see. We're on a Women of Prayer here. Oh my goodness. You guys remembering me for Free Jingle Friday back in the day, and you're still here today. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. Let's see if Claude's got any idea. Okay, so Claude reckons that's the definitive answer. Okay. Okay. Could not establish. Outbound UDP to Twilio is blocked on your network. Really? Oh my goodness. Do you know what, guys? This is really scary. And again, I'm not going to show this on screen. But because Tank has certain access privileges to my local network, it says, don't worry, just checking your firewall and making sure it's ready. Oh my goodness. So yes, thank goodness for Tank that it can unblock me because it has certain accesses to my firewall. Oh my goodness. Let me pin down what's going on. So it's pinning things down. While it pins things down, I'll leave this. Friend of mine was the director of developer evangelism for Twilio. He left a few years ago, being there and working in his way up over a dozen years. Amazing how they've advanced since the early 2000s when they first started up. Yeah, this is crazy. Twilio is so powerful, but it takes some time, doesn't it? Quick break and I'll be back. Hold that thought. Video killed the radio star, absolutely. Okay, that was perfect timing because I can see Claude just finished. So let's see if it's fixed. Deployed and committed. Hard refresh. This time it should work. I love how enthusiastic Claude Code is. This time it should work. Okay, hard refresh. Connect show line. Boom, boom, boom. Online. Are we good? Oh, no, really? Nope, nope, nope. And we got loads of console errors. Okay. Do you know what? I'm actually going to now tell Claude Code, can you drive the panel via my browser beast logged out Chrome browser, grab logs and issues and test to see what needs fixing. Still not working. Oh, also what I'll say to it is I'll say read Twilio docs and confirm that what you think is the answer is correct by latest standards. Because I don't want AI just going around in a loop. Otherwise, I'm pulling in Fable 5 on this. Yeah, Olama could definitely do doc fetching. That's cool. So good to see the community all in on the live stream. We got Manu there. We got like Steve there back on YouTube. YouTube is now steady and stable. Since I complained to the YouTube gods verbally, they must have some algorithm that monitors. Help, YouTube. And when you say that on a live stream, someone hops in and is like, okay. Creator 1972365 is needing help. Yeah. Okay, so... And the coolest thing actually is, while this works away and cooks on this, if I load up my screen share app, oh look, it's doing the browser automation. Okay. It's doing a tool search. I'm not sure it's going to get anywhere with that. I might need to stop it. I might need to stop it because it might need to... Yeah, not sure how well that's going to work. No detected browser beast. Hang on. Let's do this. While it works out what it needs to do, we will get it to... Okay, good. So I've told it to take a look at the Browser Beast project on Tank, which I use to drive web browsers to, basically it's the Google Chrome dev tools, but like running on my Mac Mini. So we'll let that cook away, which it is right now. Yeah, because this was a brand new project. It just didn't have the context of Browser Beast. But yesterday I was showing you the Mac Minis I set up, and I set up this one, I think. Yeah, that one, Proteus. And basically, it is basically a dedicated Mac Mini, and it's completely dedicated to doing searches and things like that. So basically, if you look here, I've got a logged in browser and a logged out browser. So actually what we might see in a second if I leave this, and by the way, my Claude Code credits are going absolutely bonkers. We should see this, it's reading Twilio docs, but we should see it drive this browser in a second and start to play with the dashboard and try and figure it out. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, this is a lot of usage on Claude Code at the moment, which is craziness really. So it's reading the Twilio docs just to confirm everything. We'll get there though. It's thinking about it. It's definitely thinking about it. I really want this to work. Have you signed up as an ambassador for Anthropic? I have not. How does one do that? I would love that, because I love Anthropic. That'd be awesome. No, still getting that error, so... Oh, ready? No. Hang on. Try again. Maybe I spoke too soon there. It did say ready for a short moment, and I wonder if I just glitched it. But no, I don't think we're getting anywhere fast with that, are we? We are not getting anywhere fast with that. But don't worry, Claude is on the case. I'd really love this to work. This would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, yes, at the moment, we are going through. It's trying to fix it, actually. It's writing a load of new code here. Okay. It's finding different global Twilio endpoints to code in. Deploying. Okay. I wonder. We will get there. Is Fable still free? Yeah. 11:59 and 59 seconds Pacific time, I think, is when they yank it. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Let's see where we get. Okay, something is being tested here. I think it's driving the real live browser now. Let's see if it loads. Okay, I think it's going to try and run some tests on my anonymous browser over here. So we'll see. Twilio docs MCP and latest Grok Voice MCP to your project and ask Claude to build using the docs only. That's probably a decent shout. Let's see if it drives this for me. Gets it all working. Making a scratchpad edit. Come on. You can do this. 90% of your session limit. We'll see. Let's wait and see if we get somewhere with this. The suspense here is killing me. It will be good if it works. Now, I wanted to say we've got nearly 200 viewers on X, which is a new record for this live stream. So that is awesome. Never busted my session limits. Like, I am getting dangerously close to those session limits. Okay. All right. Oh, it's found the steps. So it used Browser Beast to drive my Chrome browsers on my Mac Mini, and it's found the error and it's fixed it by using it. Okay, this is cool. So hard refresh and we should be good. Please work. Please. The payoff is going to be so good here. Connect. Nope. This is infuriating. I might need to get some Fable 5 action on this. What do you reckon? All right. We're so close, but Fable 5 is still available to me. I've burned through all my Fable 5 credits on my main account, so I'm going to need to log into another account. Oh, which, by the way, is a great opportunity to show you how a cool feature works. So you see at the moment, like I've burnt like that much Claude Code usage. Like I'm basically at the limit of my 5-hourly usage. And, you know, I'm nearly at 70% of my weekly usage. This is like crazy, crazy, crazy. Fable needs to come and be on the case. So what we do is we go into settings and we go to agents and we re-sign in. So I log out from Claude Code. Okay, that's done. And then I sign in and click sign in. And what that's going to do is give me a URL to click. Won't show you the URL. I'm just clicking through. And then I select basically, then it takes me to an authorization screen basically. And I hit authorize. I need to sign in again, just confirm it's me, because Anthropic sometimes has those safety measures on their accounts. But now I've got it. It's going to give me a code. Once I click authorize, here, it's going to give me a code to copy and paste back into Tank. Let's go back to Tank. I paste the code in. Let's do that. I'm doing that off screen. And verifying code. Okay, OAuth connected now. So we're good. And now let's do some Fable 5 action. Let's copy that session ID and hand it off to Fable 5. Fable 5, come on in on the action. Okay. Look at last few messages in this Tank task. We are having issues. Please figure how to fix and make it work. Good idea to check all docs, especially these. And then we want Grok Voice. Oh no, just Twilio at the moment. Also, if you need to test something in a web browser, oh, it copied and pasted a bit too much. Use the browser beast project in Tank to drive logged out Chrome and read console logs. All right, Fable 5, rescue me. Rescue me, Fable 5. Come on, Fable 5. Fable 5, come on, you can do it. Yes, here we go. Fable 5, let's use that usage before it goes. I'll start by pulling the latest. Okay, so it's using the Tank API to pull in the latest from what I was just doing. Fable 5 is going to fix it for me. If anyone can do it, Fable 5 can do it. So it's running some commands. We got Fable 5 on the case now, so you can be certain this is going to be working soon. It's pulling in all the history of the task that I just ran. So the best thing, and what makes Tank super powerful here, this is, by the way, available to members of my community, which you can join at mrc.fm/CMC. Every community member gets access to Tank to use it, to try it out, to break it, and eventually to make add-ons for it, which is going to be insane. So here, basically, I have had this long thread where I've been building out this call-in thing, and now I'm handing this off to Fable 5. But because each thread inside Tank has a task ID, which is here, I can literally copy this ID and I can feed it to a new thing. And I can say, please take a look at this task, feed in the unique ID. It will use the Tank API to read everything it needs to. So context comes out to date. So you don't need to tell it all over again, hey, this is what's going on. It will just know by reading that. And then it's going to go ahead, look at the app, look at what it needs to do. Let's look at the terminal here. It's reading, so it's gathering all the information it needs, and Fable 5 is on the case. So we'll see. Tony says, love the dashboard. Have you made any videos on how to build it, or have you open sourced it? Well, Tony, Actually, we've been live streaming for 2 hours and 42 minutes. When I started this live stream, I hadn't even done one prompt. So this video is meta because later on, if you watch the replay, you'll see from start to finish how I built this live call screening dashboard that's going to use Grok Voice agents, Twilio for the number, and a bunch of other stuff to feed to OBS via the web browser. And we got Max as well. Maximilian from, not sure where you are, but you said hello. So nice to see you there. Very nice of you to join the live stream. So hopefully, oh my goodness, you know, we're living dangerously here, guys, because Fable 5 just flashed up at 94% usage. I've never maxed my plans so much as I have done right now. So we'll see if we can get this in under the wire. I really hope that we can do it. But yes, this is eating tokens. And I don't know what to do next if this fails, but hopefully we get in under the wire and we have just enough tokens left. We got Maximilian from Berlin. This is so cool. Well, you know, while this is working, I can only think that we should make more silly videos. So what other prompts shall we do? Man drinks the can and his shirt transforms into sparkling water. Let's see what that does. Omni is well priced in terms of credits for Adobe Firefly, gotta say. Man finishes an ultramarathon and nearly falls over and then is handed a can of this and picks up and starts running to the finish line. Finish line. Man lost in Amazon rainforest suddenly finds this can hiding in the trees, drinks it, and smiles. Okay, Fable 5 is still working away over there. Man sits on the can, it explodes in a fizz of sparkling water, and he flies off to the moon. All right. We're cooking now. Cooking. Fable 5 is on the case. Did it figure out what was up? I'll start by pulling the last few messages. Okay. With Fable 5 on the case, we know it's all good, don't we? We know it's all good. That looks crazy.
This suroti is so intense. Wow. Wow, that is refreshing.
That's so funny. I like the way it says saroti.
This suroti is so intense. Wow. Wow, that is refreshing.
All right, let's go to the Amazon rainforest, shall we? That's so cheesy. So incredibly cheesy. All right, how are we getting on over here? Lots of templates going on. American accent is a hoot, isn't it? Let's play this one.
I have a sparkling idea. To the moon! Out of this world.
Okay, let's play this one.
All right, let's see where this goes. I'm off to the moon!
Oh my goodness, that was terrible.
I can see my house!
Cheesy radio British... what am I talking about? Cheesy British radio DJ tries to do an advert for this drink. Nope. Cheesy British radio DJ tries to do an advert for this drink. Easy? No, cheesy. Cheesy. Let's do a few more generations here, see what we come up with. How are we getting on? Oh no, my usage credits are gone. Can I switch to usage credits? Shall I pay for Fable 5? This is a bit scary. Rate limit options. Continue. I think I've got some usage credits. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Okay. Listen, I'm going to pay for Fable 5 via the API. That's how much I love you guys. This could be suicidal, but let's try it. I just need to go into my account and see if I can add some usage credits, because we're now at the final thing. So I do seem to have usage credits, and yet it's not using them. How do I get it to use the usage credits? Yes, no, maybe. Usage credits. This is going to get expensive. Okay, guys, I am actually using... I'm going to use Fable 5 via the API. Don't fall for the trap. Okay, shall we watch the money counter run up in real time? Shall we watch the money meter? Let's watch the money. We're all going to have to do this after today anyway. So there's my money meter. Okay, I've got 170 euros thereabouts, 171 euros 53 cents. Let's go to, did we do it? Usage credits. So it's working or not? I did. Why can't you take my money, Anthropic? Codex 5.5 High can fix it. Should we do that, GamerDad? Might be a good idea. I'm literally trying to give Anthropic money for API usage of Fable 5 and it's not letting me. I don't know what to do. I'm typing /usage-credits and it's not working. To manage, I have got loads of credits in my account. So why is it not taking them? Hang on. It might be a toggle here. Let's try one more time. I think there was a toggle I needed to change. No? Yes? No? Come on. Continue. Oh, we're on usage credits, guys. Yep. We are spending API money now on Fable 5. Let's watch this money counter go up. Or down, I should say. Current balance, remember this, guys, 171.53. We are now spending API credits on Fable 5 to get this fixed. Hope it's worth it. I'll be disappointed if this app doesn't work now. There go those tokens. Fresh. 171.32. It's going down. So I'm going to keep a note of that. 171.53 is what we started with. Let's see how much money it costs to fix a bug with Fable 5. I'm genuinely curious because I'm like, is this going to be worth it long term? Let's keep an eye on those money credits.
Yes, friends, thirst. This is it. Suroti is the one. Absolute perfection. Back to the hits.
We'll let Fable 5 cook while we play this.
Hello, listeners! Are you feeling incredibly thirsty? Then grab a can of Suroti. It is pure goodness. It is...
Oh, that cut. That wasn't a long one. Let's try this one.
Hello there, thirsty listeners. You need to try this Suroti water. It is pure goodness in a can.
They're not very good. Let's play this one.
Stop right there. Need a refresh? Suroti is the answer. Pure goodness. Just listen to that pop.
It didn't do the pop.
Absolutely.
All right. How much are we drinking with Fable? Let's see. Refresh. Oof. 170.79. That money counter is ticking down by the second. Making a scratch pad edit. I really hope Fable 5 can fix. Oh, this is tight. My wallet is screaming. I know, right? Mike's Fable usage, yeah, being drunk like I drink Suroti. This is incredible. Honestly incredible. I want to get this fixed and working. Fable 5 has to be the way. How are we doing here? 170.66. Okay. Oh, and actually it's showing me how much is spent. So far it's done nothing apart from made a scratch pad edit, and it's spent 94 euro cents, which, by the way, this is perfect because for my US friends, euros are about the same right now as US dollars, I believe. So we can basically convert it one for one. I think, let's see, €1 in USD is, 1.14. So 94 euro cents is about, $1 US. So it's just slightly more. So, okay. Fable 5 is taking a long time now. And I'm not even using my plan. I'm spending real money and it's taking ages. I wish I could, it's keeping an eye where your money is going out. Can you make all your AIs you're spending by AI type and project? I guess you probably could. This is paused now at 5.4K tokens. We're not getting much more action at the moment. Oh, looks like my video camera has lost its battery. I'll go to main screen only for the moment while this works away and see if we can get this fixed. And then hopefully I can bring my camera back at some point. Let's see. Anyway, one way or another, we should get some Fable 5 action on this. The tokens are going up. Yes, probe is running, committing the fix. Do we really think this is going to work? Committing the fix. No worries, Mind Blown Gaming, for being late to the show. I'm glad to have you here. We are building a real-time caller dashboard, and the idea of it is somebody should be able to call into this live stream. I should be able to put them on the air, but we'll have a Grok Voice agent screening them before they get through. Okay, Fable 5 is working on it. No Git remote. The commit is local. Pre-fight probe result. Oh my goodness. Is it going to do it? So exciting if it works. How much money is Fable 5 drinking? This fix so far is costing me €1.48. Yep, that money is getting drunk like Saruti right now. I'm not. I'm running Fable 5 on the API because I burnt all my credits, so now I'm actually spending Fable 5 money in real time. I've spent €1.48 so far on Fable 5. Probe still running. Background watcher will ping me. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I feel committed that I cannot finish this live stream until this is fixed and up and running. Because I will literally use this on every live stream. €1.81 now. See that Fable 5 money going out of my bank account? Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Absolutely mental. I love it. It's like a money meter, ever increasing. So we do actually have a probe running, I believe, on my Mac Mini dedicated to web browser usage. Let's have a look. See if I can connect. Oh, allow. Aha. Yes, it was waiting for allow. So this is actually being driven by an AI model. And hopefully it's going to make it work. Hey, Creative Arrow in the house. Nice. Good to see you there. Oh, hang on. Probe is still running. I'll say, hang on. Yes, hang on. No, we'll keep this live. I'll say, oh, hang on. Background command, run Twilio pre-fight. Proteus now works. Needed network perms. Try again. I think it closed it out anyway. And maybe it'll work. I don't know. Completed. Maybe it got what it needed, huh? Oh my goodness, those tokens. It's literally drinking money from my bank account here. Yeah, it's drinking money. I mean, this is not a worrying amount so far. If it costs me a few dollars to, to fix a bug, then, I can see why we'll be using Fable 5 in the future. I'm not allergic to using Fable 5 if it fixes things. running a shell command. Let's see. Let's see if we get anywhere with this. Just waiting while that returns, saving what we learned to memory. Okay, good stuff. Let's see. We're still live on X, and we're 2 people away from 200 viewers, which is the most I've ever had on an X live stream. Rerunning the Twilio pre-fight on Proteus Chrome. That's good. So we should see that kick into action in a sec. Let's see if it does. Meanwhile, we've broken the €2.47 mark now. Let's see if we can get this working. Hopefully I'll pull my camera back in a sec. It's just the battery exhausted itself. So you've got audio only and screen share for the moment. Oh, done. Okay, cool. Okay, this is good. So maybe now, how much did that cost me to get to this stage then from Fable 5? Stop the auto reload. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. €2.57. Listen, if it fixed the bug, I'm happy with that. Let's hard refresh the call screener. Connect the show line. Oh. Well, no errors so far, so this is a good start. And weird on-hold music. On show line. Why am I getting that audio? I don't understand. All right, so does that mean this is working? All right, hang on. All right, let me try and switch the camera back on. Hello world. Nope, no signal. Yes, I'm back. Okay, that's good. All right, so take a look at this. It's playing on hold music and I don't know why. Let me see now. I'm going to try and call in from my iPhone to the phone line that I set up on Twilio. This is going to be quite a meaty international call, but let's try. So what is it? +1 424 5000 844. Okay, and I should be able to put the output of my phone if I don't know if you can see that. Hang on, let's change. I'm actually calling that number now from my iPhone. So I'm going to call this and see what happens when I call that number. So I'm calling that number now and we'll see. Do you know what? I might need to try and call that number again, but listen on my iPhone and just see if it works. So let me call it and see if it gets through. Hello? No, nothing. Silence. Oh, hang on. One more time. I think I need to go to speaker. Let's try the speaker here.
Hello, I'm an automated AI assistant screening calls for the show. This call may be recorded and you may be brought on air live. To get you in the queue, could you tell me your first name or the name you'd like said on air, where you're calling from, the topic you'd like to discuss, and your question or point for the host? Also, do you consent to being recorded and to potentially going on air live? Once I have those details, I'll file your card and let you know you're in the queue.
Yeah, my name is Mike. I'm based in Cyprus. I would like to talk about building a call screener with AI, and I consent to going on air.
I've got your name as Mike, calling from Cyprus, and the topic of building a call screener with AI.
All right, guys, I just had to mute my iPhone. This is awesome. So it's got me listed here. Grok has actually got me through to the dashboard. This is insane. It didn't get my location right, which is weird, consent to going on air, building a call screener with AI. I'd like to talk about building a call screener with AI. Now, I wonder what would happen when I put myself on the air. I'm probably going to get weird, janky feedback. So, hey, Mike, you're on the air. Hello? Hello, hello? Okay, that bit is not working. But it did get me through to the dashboard, which is cool. Hello? Hello? Okay, so something needs fixing. Before I get you guys to call in live, please don't call in live yet, because I need to fix some stuff. So let's drop that. But this is, I don't like that music. I'm stopping that music for the moment. This is really good progress. 3 hours of vibe coding. I now have a dashboard that connects to a Twilio phone number. When you call that number, a Grok AI agent answers the phone, and then when you confirm who you are and what you want to talk about and consent to going on air, it populates it on the dashboard on my screen. That I would call progress. Even Maximilian says that's cool. And it cost me €2.57 to fix a bug with Fable 5. No, sorry, correction actually, €2.72. It's actually gone up. So I'm going to actually leave that show line, so don't call in now. I don't know why it says soft phone ready now. Hang on, did I need to do something with that? Is that working now? Shall I try? Connect show line. I'm a bit confused. It's still a bit buggy, but it's better than it was. Okay, well let's allay all. I don't mind spending money on Fable 5. Listen, if it's going to make a working thing, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm spending API credits on Fable 5 for you. Okay. All right, this is massive progress. We now have it so that somebody calls the number, they get the AI agent, they get populated as a card on my screen, but when I connect using my app, I get some weird on-hold music, and it doesn't seem that the callers get put through and go on air, and that's the missing piece. Can you check on this and see if there are any changes you need to make? Don't make them yet. Just tell me if you need to make any changes for this fully to work end to end. All right, let's run that. And while that's running, let's read this. Hard refresh, connect the show line, allow the microphone. Once the pill shows online, ring the number. Grok screens you, the card lands in the queue, click it to go on air, and the lower third fires. This is pretty smooth. I mean, this is pretty smooth. Soft phone was listed as on when you went connected, but then soft phone switched to off when you connected. It's weird. We'll get Fable 5 to do a little bit of research on this and see what's going on. And we'll see. Let's fire this up. Let me read conference control flow, how a screen caller gets moved into the conference, and what put on air does before answering. This is massive progress, though. Massive progress. Curtis Mayfield. That's Manu there. Freddy's Dead by Curtis Mayfield. Is that a song you'd like to play? Bit of funk soul. Okay, we're waiting for Fable 5 now to check on the Grok bridge. But Grok did seem to call a tool and put a caller through on air. So this is progress in and of itself, but we just need to get this working fully end to end now. And I want to make sure it's properly working before I invite you guys to sort of do this and call in. So we'll see. We will see. This is amazing progress, though. Still reading. €4. Oh my goodness me. Still, it's not the cost of a meal out yet, is it? Come on. And And I'm having far more fun than eating out right now. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather this than a medium rare steak at this particular moment in time. Actually, no, come to think of it. If it's a Wagyu steak. Insights isn't processed yet. Falling back to the call log around that window. Okay. It's checking things. It's cooking. It's a cooking. Okay. And so is my Fable 5 spend. €4.31. €4.31. Nice. It's running a few shell commands. When you're not live, will you have a setup for pre-recorded calls so you can play them on air? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Could do that. That could work quite well. I'm not decided yet. Maybe you can offer me some advice, Mind Blown Gaming. At the moment, I'm probably just going to have it to say like a pre-recorded message like lines are currently closed. Please call back when Mike is live streaming or whatever. No, I literally burnt Fable 5 credits. I've got 2 max plans and I burnt through all of them over the last 7 days. I'm literally now biting into API spend because I have to. For you. Because I can't not complete this project and only Fable 5 can get me out the woods. But what Opus 4.8 couldn't do, Fable 5 is now doing. And just so you know, guys, if you join me late, because I know a lot of you join me throughout the stream, I have built something here with the new SpaceX AI, which I think has a really cool, funky logo, by the way. And they've got 21 new flagship Grok Voices, which are really good. Like they're all multilingual and you can put in emphasis and pauses and stuff like that. I think the Grok Voices are insane. And I was playing with an agent in the dashboard to give it a test. So you can go into the X AI console and test things out. I can generate text to speech. Like this is a test. I do think the Grok Voice sounds amazing. Generate.
This is a test.
Latency on this is insane. Insane latency.
Insane latency.
So that all works really nicely. Let's see here. Okay. It's running through me Twilio docs here. Let me read the conference control. Yes, while you read, my tokens drink. I don't mind. Let's see. Let's see what comes up here. So it's reading some documents. Thanks, Autocraft Studios. That's awfully kind of you to say that you love the channel. I have been live streaming now for the longest I've ever live streamed. And I'm determined to get this work. I feel I'm so close to the finish line now that this has got to continue. Literally got to continue. Like there's no way now I can't complete this project. It has to be done. It has to be completed. So we're waiting. We're waiting and we are watching. Oh, okay. Success. How much did Fable 5 drink? Yep, we've broken the €5 mark. Still, actually, I paid more than that to go on the merry-go-round recently when I was on holiday. Changes are needed. I've pinned down. Restricted API can't write. Okay, 401 error. Move to conference. Okay, has been failing every time. And once callers do reach the conference. Okay. Add the voice write scopes to the restricted key in Twilio. Okay. The soft phone joins the conference muted. And polish items. Okay, so let's get that fixed. Let's get that fixed in Twilio, if I can. And I think for this, where do I need to go? Give me URLs to hit and exact permissions to change. So I can do and tell you when ready. So it's Twilio permissions. I told you Twilio was a bit of a challenge to get rocking and rolling, but we'll get there. Is this separate from your OpenClaw Hermes and Tank? Completely separate. It's literally something I've built from scratch from the start of this live stream. over 3 hours and 10 minutes ago. So I'm literally trying to build this in public from scratch. And what I will do for my community members, when I get this to a working product, I'm going to drop this as a kind of like Mike's basement or Mike's garage or whatever, where you can like literally join my community, and then you get all these repos that I work on, and then you can take them and fork them and build them your own way. I think that's like going to be one of the cool perks going forward of being a member of the community, which of course I'll remember to link up if you're interested. Manu, for instance, is there. Okay, let's hang on. We've got some stuff here. So what have we got? Okie dokies. So it's giving me a URL to hit, which I'll open in a new window in case it shows API keys. And we need to just give it some more permissions, and then I'll tell it when that's ready. Keys and credentials. Let's see. Keys and credentials. Oh, I need to log in again. Come on. Let's log into my Twilio account. And we'll get this working. Guys, if you want to join my community, there has never been a better time. Lowest price it's ever going to be, by the way, right now. mrc.fm/CMC. Okay, so let me copy that link again. Twilio account on second screen. Okie dokes. Right, and I need to add some more permissions. So yeah, scoping that key was a good theory in practice, but in reality, I need to give it more permissions. So let's give it more permissions. Under calls, hang on, where are we? Calls, come on, calls. Calls. We need to give update and write. Well, why didn't you tell me that? Do you know what? In all honesty, I'm just going to give it all the permissions. I'd rather give too many than too little. Conference already works, just don't remove. All right, let's go to conference. Where is conference? Conferences. And conference participants. That's what we need to add some extra rights to. Unmute for put on air. Where is that then? Read, update, and delete. Already works, don't remove it. Oh, I see. Right. Listen, I'm just going to tick every freaking box. Why am I even worrying about this? Just tick the boxes. All right, save. Save. Done. Can you make it work, please? That's right, Rob. That's the current price, and as the membership grows, the price will go up. And probably what we're going to do with the community in the future is introduce 2 new tiers. Now, everyone who joins now will be on the grandfathered level in at the ground basement, getting access to everything. But going forward, there might be different levels where you get access to different things depending on what level of membership you join at. But for the moment, that doesn't exist. Located in the US and have stumbled across your content about a year ago, found your content very informative and insightful. I'm glad to hear it. Really glad to hear it. Okay, so hopefully this is going to be the charm that we need to make this work. So it's cooking away, and we can see here now, if I refresh this, we've got €5.69 spending here. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Making the code fixes. Come on, make those code fixes and make this work so I can call in and get on the air. Actually, Rob, you're right. I think we hit a milestone and it did go up recently. And also we've migrated recently. So we moved over to School. School is our new home right now for the community. And it's growing fast. Lots of people who are building in there, exciting ideas. Tank is one of the big things that's taken off recently. The AI coding system orchestrator, if you like. That's going incredibly well. So that's working nicely, and more things coming down the pipe soon. So let's have a look here. Synthesizing everything. Let's see. I wish this would work faster. It's not working right now. Oh my goodness. Come on. Prompting through all the different prompts. We're getting there. Can you make it work? Please. Please make it work. Oh my goodness me. Fable 5 is slow. It's very slow. Almost done thinking. I hate that way. You have to wait minutes and minutes for it to almost be done thinking. But we will get there. We will definitely get there. All the credentials have been handed over. Oh my goodness. This is a long live stream, isn't it? This is a long old live stream, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I've saved everything up. It's making the code fixes. Going to unmute the soft phone leg. So we should be able to take callers on the air. And once this works as a proper thing, we'll get it working. But at the moment, we're just rolling through. Hammering it before shutoff. I know everyone's probably hammering Fable 5, but I'm paying usage credits. I deserve priority. Come on it. Plan. Verify new key permissions actually work. Make put on air honest. Deploy. Permission probe. Same calls that failed before. So it's double checking things. Let's do this. Maybe this is a better view, is it? So what we can do is we can do this and we can get rid of that. We don't need that. And maybe we can move this to show my usage credits in action. Permissions probes, €6.52. Nearly spent. We're heading for the €10 mark, aren't we here? All right. And guys, while this is coding, it seems to be cooking the code here, which is good. I just wanted to say, I don't know if you guys can see that, but we are, let's see if we can get that zoomed, at over 200 viewers on X, which is amazing. So if you have not followed on X yet, please do. We will be streaming there regularly, doing all kinds of good stuff. But right now we are just waiting for Fable 5 to spend all of my extra usage credits on this and build me the app that actually works. But we are getting there in terms of like something that's actually cooking and working. This is actually really interesting. So let's see what we get here. I really want this to work by the end of the stream. I don't want to go off air until this app is built. And if that means I have to stay all night, I will. All day and all night. There you go. Yeah, Creative Arrow, if you could stop using Fable 5 for a moment, just so that I get priority. And actually everyone watching the stream now, if you could just stop using Fable 5 just for the next 10 minutes, please. Just so I can get, like, you know, faster usage. Thank you very much. Okay, now the panel. Good. Okay. Let's see if we get there. If anyone can do it, Fable 5 can do it. Let's see. Through it goes. Come on, Fable 5, write the code. Surprisingly, the YouTube stream is holding up well. Every time I watch, maybe the first 30, 60 minutes of the issue, but from there, problems are gone. So I did try and get an AI agent to fix the stream, so maybe it's done that. I also prayed to the YouTube gods, and I think someone might have heard me. Compiles cleanly. Okay. Deploying. Service restart. Let's see if we can work. If you have been with me since the start, or you've been hanging with me, this is absolutely amazing. I'm impressed with you. Very impressed with you. What are we trying to do in this live stream? It's a really good question, and one that I can actually answer by telling you. I'll just see if this is still building, isn't it? So there's no rush yet. But if we actually look at the description, the initial description was that I gave Grok Voice its own phone number. I used XAI's brand new voice agent builder with Twilio. So an AI answers your phone, screens you, lines you up to go on air, name, location, question, and puts you into a lower third when I take you on air. I talk to you and you come on live with me on the live stream. That's the idea. It's making a scratchpad edit. Original build, nothing recycled. Kind of grab a coffee and watch me build. That has been the idea of this. Okay, I'm hoping Fable 5 will finish up and stop spending tokens. I note that my usage is €8.15. €8.15 already spent. Camera disabled again, so needing to wire that down for a moment. But we are getting there. Grok Voice. The reason I chose Grok Voice, mind blown, is because they launched it today. So I always like to try the new toys, and Grok Voice is a new toy. 11 Labs is good and solid. I like it. Grok has incredible latency. It's like really fast, very human-like. So I think I'll probably put this into production. I won't bother swapping things out, especially if I get a working product. Plus, it can call tools, so why not? All deployed and verified, saving the hard-won conference facts to memory, then summarizing. Shall I be impatient and refresh this and try again? Or shall I wait until it says it's fully done? And spending all my money, like €8.80. We are waiting and wondering. Writing its memories. Hopefully it's going to wrap up soon, and we'll get into this. Fable 5 slower today, and not as impressive as before. I hope it is impressive. I'm spending real money on Fable 5. Which, in all honesty, is not as expensive as I thought it would be. You know, don't get me wrong, it's not cheap. But what do you expect? It's taking ages. Come on, Fable 5. Finish up. The world is hammering it right now. I'm impatient. I want to refresh this dashboard and test it. Oh, done. Okay. Right, what I found and fixed. Your console change half worked. Okay. I ran the synthetic cooler. Grok answered it, redirected. Hard refresh the panel. Connect show line. You should hear silence now, not music. Call the number. Get screened. After Grok's goodbye, you'll land on the conference, waiting to go on air, and it should work. Okay. Fable 5 is telling me it works. Let's hard refresh. Why have we got a weird pill up there? I don't know. Connect. Okay. Looking good. All right. I'm going to try and give this a call. Shall I give this a call? Let's give this a call. I don't want you guys to call yet because I want to test it. Have you considered to have debug logging implemented and have AI review, log, and fix its own errors? Good idea. Seemed like it did more in credits and they weren't disappearing as quick. Weird, isn't it? Weird. Okay. Well, my caller thing is online. Let me just see if I can get it to work. Basically, guys, I've decided that I'm going to end this live stream when I get this working and I get a real caller on air. All right. I'm back on the camera now. So I'm dialing this number, 424-5000, 844. Let's try it and see if we can get it to work.
Hello, I'm an automated AI assistant screening calls for the show, and this call may be recorded with you potentially brought on air live. To get you in the queue, could you tell me your first name or the name you'd like said on air, where you're calling from, and the topic you'd like to discuss? Once I have those, I'll note your question or point and confirm if you're happy to be recorded and go on air live.
My name is Mike. I am based in London and I would like to talk about AI.
Thanks, Mike. I've got your name and that you're calling from London with AI as the topic. What's the specific question or point you'd like to raise with the host? And just to confirm, are you happy for the call to be recorded and for you to be brought on air live if the host chooses?
So the topic specifically is Fable 5 usage credits, and yes, I'm happy to be on air.
I've noted the topic as Fable 5 usage credits and your consent to recording and going on air live. I'll file your call card right away so the host can see your details. Please hold and listen to the show. You're in the queue.
Now, interestingly enough, it hasn't put me into the queue this time. It did it last time, but now I'm not in the queue. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, Mike. I've already filed your details. The host should be able to see your card in the queue now.
See, I don't think it went through.
If there's anything else I
What
can
tool
note for
did
the
you
host,
call?
I called the file_call_card tool with your details. It's now successfully queued. The host can see your details and will decide if they bring you on. Please hold and listen to the show.
Are you still there? Oh, wow. Okay. That's insane. Okay, it's just put me through. Oh, my goodness. I can actually hear myself back on my phone. So now if I put Mike on air, this is going to be weird because it's me talking to myself. Let's try this. Hello? 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 But it's not putting me on air. Oh gosh. Okay. It's not, I can't actually hear myself, but this is good. And then when I click drop, it hangs up the call. So that's awesome. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but I can't hear, for some reason, I can't hear the caller that calls in. Let's check here. Microphone using now, sound automatic. Okay, let's go back to Fable 5. We're so close now. Okay. This is incredible progress. I want to make sure that when the caller gets taken on air, we can actually hear them. So I've tested it and the caller can hear the output of the live stream, but when I actually take that call live, I can't hear the caller speaking to me. Can you check? Don't fix it yet. Just tell me what you think needs fixing. Okay, we'll get Fable 5 on this. I just want this done well. So Fable 5 is kind of in my wheelhouse now. I'm just going to leave this on. We'll let this cook away for a moment. Nearly at 10 euros spent on Fable 5. Knew we could count on you for the updates. This wasn't good. Soon as you asked about the code, it popped up. Yeah, I know. I need some safeguards on that for sure. Quick break. I'm just going to run this in the terminal so you can see things. And I will be right back. Stand by. Hopefully it'll be done soon. Okay, I am still watching to see this working. It's gathering evidence from latest test before I give the verdict. The service journal and Twilio's conference records will show whether the unmute actually happened and whether caller audio entered the conference. This is so exciting. So exciting. You may want to ask it why it didn't put you on air until you asked it. Yeah, that's right. I think that's a Grok issue, but I'd rather pick things off one at a time. I want to make sure that when I take a caller on air, they actually come on air. And then I'm going to harden the Grok prompt and try and make it so that, you know, Grok definitely does put me through, which it didn't. You're absolutely right, Rob. It didn't. And I want to make sure that it does. So we'll just let this work through. It's thinking away, spending Fable 5 credits like they're going out of fashion. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we get. By the way, thanks to so many of you who are watching this live, wherever you are, whether that's X, an incredible amount of people, hundreds of people watching on X now. Great platform to live stream on. I'm still going, Gregor. Yeah, I'm still going. And LinkedIn, even people watching live on LinkedIn, which is absolutely amazing. Come on, Fable 5, finish this up for me and get this working. We can do it. What does it say? Insights isn't processed yet. Takes 15 minutes after the leg ends. The conference is still live with your soft phone in it. Checking its current participants and state. Oh, maybe I should have cancelled that. Yes, soft phone on so I can leave the show line. Well, let's leave it as is while Fable 5 looks over it. And we shall see what is happening here. This is all Fable 5 goodness running right now. Stand by. We will get there. Let's see how this goes. It's really thinking about it. Let's see. Come on. You can do this. It's taking such a long time. I don't know if I should try calling through again. While this is trying to figure things out, maybe I could try and call that line again and see what happens. Oh, and just as I said that, it's done. What have we got now? Okay, insights need another 10 minutes, but I have enough evidence for a verdict. App did everything right this time. Card filed, caller redirected, unmuted by Twilio. It's sitting live conference now, and my earlier synthetic test proved caller audio mixes unmutes correctly. What I think needs fixing, the max audio routing, not code. Here's the tell. The caller hears the show. That means the soft phone's input, your virtual device carrying the show mix is routed correctly. Did OBS audio meters move when the caller spoke? If yes, the caller's audio is arriving on the Mac fine, and it's purely a monitoring problem. Oh. Ah. I think I know what might be going on there. Let me just try this again. I think I know what might be going on. Let me call the line. I think it pulls in via the, let's see here, via the live call thing. Oh, if that's the case, can I pull audio via that or not? Hang on, I need to be really specific on this because I'm not sure. How does audio get routed? Hang on. Let's see. Call screener. I wonder. I don't think it gets routed through this, the lower thirds thing. Can empty the cache and hard reload. No. How does the call get routed? Or maybe it even explains to me here. I have to be really careful with this. If yes, the caller's audio is arriving on your Mac fine, it's purely a monitoring problem. System settings, sound output on the Mac. A multi-output device. How does the audio get routed? Is it coming through my main computer speakers? And it says Twilio SDK supports picking the output device per tab. Ooh, I can add a small selector to the panel. Yeah, I want that feature for sure. And yes, do this. While we're waiting for that to cook, I'll just try this again and see if Grok works, because it's better than watching Fable 5.
Hello, I'm an automated AI assistant screening calls for the show. This call may be recorded and you may be brought on air live.
Okay, thanks.
To get you in the queue,
I get it.
could you tell me your first name or the name you'd like said on air, where you're calling from, the topic you'd like to discuss, and your question or point for the host? Also, do you consent to being recorded and to potentially being brought on air live? I'd love to get your details so the host can see them. What's your first name or the name you'd like said on air, and where are you calling from? Once I have that, I can note the topic and question you'd like to raise with the host.
My name is Dan in New York, and I'd like to talk about Anthropic and their different pricing plans, please.
Thanks, Dan. I've got your name and that you're calling from New York. To get you fully queued up, could you tell me in a sentence or two what you'd like to ask or point out about Anthropic's pricing plans? And do you consent to this call being recorded and to potentially being brought on air live?
Yeah, I want to talk about how expensive Fable 5 is, and yes, I consent to being on air.
I've noted everything. I'll file this for the host right away. You're in the queue now. The host can see your details. Please hold and listen to the show. If the host wants to bring you on, they'll do so shortly. Thanks for calling, Dan.
And now? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's now feeding me through. So now I can put this on air. Hello? Oh. Action failed. Something's gone wrong here. I think that's because Fable 5 did something here. Real API confirmed, deploying, all present, audio helper properties. This is all good. Okay. Okay, how the audio is routed now. 2 independent paths, caller's voice to you, phone, Twilio, WebRTC, tab plays it out of the max default output device. So yes, unless you've changed the default output, the caller comes out of your main speakers. And if you pointed the default output at a virtual or loopback device, it goes there instead of your ears. Okay, well, we know that the caller is definitely getting me, but I'm not getting the caller. So hopefully this is getting fixed up. Deploying. What have we got here? Review as QA, the core code, the Grok API, logic front to back, trace code. Did I use N8N? No, I did not. This is all vibe coded. You should talk to the team so you can customize your call by customer ID. What hold music you have. Okay, we're good. We're done now. Okay, done, deployed, smoke tested, panel as a pane caller, you caller, what I built, a speaker picker. Okay, I feel like this could work. Let's hard refresh it. Connect. Oh, I like it. Now I can choose where it comes from. Let's put it on the Rodecaster Duo chat. That's probably going to be it. Oh, this is so cool. Isn't this epic? These are literally my audio devices showing up here now. Okay, let's give it another whirl. And it's not perfect, but it's getting there. And that's the idea, isn't it?
Hello, I'm an automated AI assistant screening calls for the show, and this call may be recorded with the possibility of you being brought on air live. To get you in the queue, could you tell me your first name or the name you'd like said on air, where you're calling from, the topic you'd like to discuss, and your question or point for the host? Also, do you consent to being recorded and to potentially being brought on air live?
My name is Mark in Brisbane. I want to talk about OpenAI, and yes, I consent to being on air.
I've got your details, Mark. I'll file this right away. You're in the queue now. The host can see your details. Please hold and listen to the show. If the host wants to bring you on, they'll do so live. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Yeah, that's working. All right, so now I need to put on air. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, it works.
Oh, it works.
I'm literally calling my own show.
my own show.
This is insane.
This is insane.
Hello, Mark. This is cool.
This is cool.
I'm actually speaking on
I'm
my
actually
phone.
speaking on my phone.
And I'm on air.
And I'm on air.
Oh, and then I cut off. Now, really, when I hang up, this card should disappear, but let's not worry about that. It works. Okay, it's janky as heck. It took me 3 hours and 42 minutes to vibe code. I need someone to call the number now. I need someone to call the number now and test this for real with me, because this is insane. This is insane. Hang on, let me get you that phone number. We've got a janky proof of concept here. It needs a lot of polish before I'm happy to share it with my paying community, but you can be sure as heck it will go in there. Oh, yeah, that's right, Manu. Yeah. Okay, I spent nearly $15 on Fable 5, but I think it was worth it. I've got this audio selector. My phone line is live. So you probably want me to get this on the screen as a thing. So let's do it. Let me get a graphic so you can see it. All right, I'm just going to generate an image with the phone number so you can actually see it, and I'll display it on screen, and I'll actually also paste it in the chat. So it's a US phone number if you want to test it out. Call in, talk to Grok, say what you want to talk about. I know this is going to take some time. 424-5000-844, okay? That's a US number, so if you're calling from outside the US, you'll need to put +1 in front of that, and watch your phone bill, by the way. But if you've got international calls, all the better. So that number to call to speak to my Grok voice agent and get on the air with me is 424-5000-844. The caller name seems to work well. The location is not working so well. So again, I'll need to dial this in for the next time I use it. But we are definitely making progress. I mean, this is huge progress. I should be able to take a real caller on the air now via this dashboard that I've created. And I'm pretty excited to do that. So give me a call, phone that phone in line. I'll actually, I'll put it on the screen because I've made a phone in line. So this actually works. And this is the number, 424-5000-844. Okay, 424-5000-844. Who wants to be the first person to actually test this out and see if it works? I know it's going to take a bit of time because you'll need to talk to Grok, you'll need to be screened, and you'll need to come on the air here. But I can get rid of that console now. Move this over like this. 424-5000-844. Grok, my Grok voice agent is going to screen you and then put you through on air. I'm going to wait here, and then the moment I've taken a couple of calls, one or two, even one, once I've taken one call, I am calling this live stream done, probably at the 4-hour mark, which is insane. Stephen, oh my goodness, vibe-coded applications and the future of call assistance. This is an incredible live stream, probably the first of its kind, and I want to give a great thanks to the creator. All right, Stephen, I'm so excited. Is this going to work? Put on air. Let's click it. Stephen, you're on the air.
Hello. How are you, Mike?
Dude, this is insane. I'm really well. And I appreciate you being the first ever call on air. We don't know your location because it says unknown, but I'm doing
Could be
good,
Dallas,
man.
Texas, but totally amazing, and really appreciate you putting this together.
Dude, man, it's like it's taken blood, sweat, and tears to get this working, but like to have you here and on air with me is just like makes it all worth it. Have you been here from the start, or have you joined in?
No, I joined in about halfway through. I watch your show pretty regularly and enjoy what you're doing. Do a lot of vibe coding myself, and just really enjoy the content and the effort you're putting in to to stream this.
I love it, man. Are you going to go and build this yourself now?
Yes, probably a full AI assistant. I think this is clearly the way we're heading. My company could use this, and I think a lot of others. So there you go.
And tell me, if you don't mind sharing, tell me a little bit about how you feel you could use something like this in your company, and like obviously seeing this in action and all the bits glued together. What inspiration has that triggered off in your brain after watching the last few hours?
So I run a promotional products company. It's called MLikeMaryPrinted.com, and we service kind of the whole globe. And I get a lot of phone calls, a lot of web traffic, and so I need to help for handling extra calls. We actually I think could use this to call outward bound as well.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I haven't tried this, but if so, I think it would. People don't understand, if you tie this into a database on the back end, which is just more vibe coding, the product becomes an incredible tool that could send emails. If you tie it into something like Fable 5 or even Opus and have it doing intelligent, smart, tool-based arms and legs kind of thing, I think the sky's the limit. And so I think what you've done is basically shown anybody and everybody that's looking at this just what kind of powerful possibilities are there. Everybody's imagination is going to be the limitation. This is crazy.
Anything is possible, right?
Anything is possible. And thank you again for doing the effort.
Well, Stephen, in Dallas, Texas, my friend, one day I am going to visit your city. And I hope that we will meet in person at one point. You
have a free coffee. Make a note of, you ought to have that code, keep a track of the number or something too, just so you know for the future. But anytime, man, I'm here for you. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And thank you for being my first ever caller. All right. You take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, and then click drop and boom. Oh my goodness, we've got a queue building up here. This is insane. Guys, thank you for calling. I appreciate you calling. I'm not going to end the live stream until I've taken all of your calls. So if you want to get on the air with me, 424-5000-844. A Grok Voice AI agent will answer your call, screen you, find out what you want to say, and then put you through to me via this dashboard where I can speak to you on air. Manu is next in the queue. Support just for creative AI and a great job. Manu, hello, you're on the air. Here, Creator Magic. This is wild. How you doing, dude?
Good, Mike.
Oh my goodness. Tell me your thoughts on this whole stream, because I know you've been here for a while.
Well, utilizing the tools, right? And what you're doing or our community is doing, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Very much so. And I know that you're presently in the community and you're doing a lot with broadcast and you're doing stuff with Git and everything. You're learning the ropes, man, and you're doing really well.
Yeah, I'm trying just a little bit at a time, right?
That's what you got to do. One bit at a time and like glue it all together and anything is possible.
Correct. Do you have a place that we can give you money on the side, just other than the membership, so we can just send it? So every time you're spending $15 here, $20, we can just pitch in. Manu,
that is unbelievable of you to ask. Thank you. So one easy way, I'll just pop it on the screen here now, is just via YouTube. If you watch on YouTube, there usually is a button next to the chat that just says show your support. And if you click it, it allows you to send like a super sticker or a super chat. And you can click one of those. And I think it's going to ask you, how much do you want to send? And you can just it gives you a send slider there. You can type in a message, click buy and send. And that is one easy win way, I would say, during a live stream if you're in on YouTube. But I really appreciate that, man. Just you being there means the world to me.
No. It's good. It's good for all of us. Make the world better. That's what it's all about.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Manu. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Ciao. Bye. So that's Manu. He's also a member of my community. Awesome guy. Now I can see David is hanging on the line. David is presently our last caller, but I'm happy to make this stream around 4 hours. 4 hours on the nose. So we got another 10 minutes. So I will be happy to take 1 or 2 more calls. So if that wants to be you and you want to test out this AI system we literally built live in the last 4 hours, everything from connecting Twilio to a Grok Voice AI agent to wiring it through to a dashboard on my screen so I can take you on the air. It's a US number, 424-5000-844. Okay, 424-5000-844. I literally bought that phone number at the start of this live stream, and now we have an MVP up and running. So without further ado, David, you're on the air. Oh, caller not in the conference. Wait for the screening to finish. Oh no, David. Oh no. Apparently, do you want to ask Grok? Maybe Grok didn't put you through yet, David. So maybe you want to say to Grok, put me through. But in the meantime, I'll hang out here for another 8 minutes. If someone wants to call that number, I'd love to take a couple more calls. I love that I've proven the concept that it works. But yeah, a couple more calls. So I'm literally just going to leave this live stream running and see if anyone else appears. David, I can't seem to take you on air. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop your call and I'm going to ask you to call back. It's probably an issue with Grok that I need to fix, but we got an MVP. So David, if you wouldn't mind calling back and trying to get through the call screening, and we'll wait. It takes a little while because Grok has to screen you. It asks for your name, your location, what you want to talk about. And one thing I can say is that Grok is not fantastic at getting the location in, but we'll get there. We will get there. So come on, guys. You got you got 6-7 more minutes, and then I am going to finish this live stream, finito. But we'll just leave this rolling for a little bit longer and see if we can get one more caller. We already had 2 callers, and it's actually working this, which is blowing my mind. We literally built this live together. Longest live stream I've done yet. But as I was saying to Manu, like, I would be doing this stuff anyway, even if I wasn't live streaming. So the fact you guys actually join me live along for the ride absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. And I love it. There we go. Hey, Steve. Oh, my goodness. Progress on the show and integrating with Tank about the amazing. All right, Steve, here we go. You got through Grok. Steve Presley, you're on the air.
Hey, there's a little bit of a delay.
Dude.
I had to move to the back end.
Doesn't matter. You're here. Wow.
Yeah, I made it back. I sat through a 45-minute conference call, and you're still going. So amazing.
And finally, the actual MVP works. It's not very good, but it works, right?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. The agent did decide consent for me on my behalf, even though she asked me to explicitly say it. And then she said, "Great, you're signed up. You're about to go on the air." I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's great to know that we still can't really trust AI.
Yeah, this is. I mean, you basically built this in 4 hours, and I mean, how many months and/or years would have taken a development team to do this just a year ago? Right. Exactly. And how many moments of tearing your hair out and not being able to sleep and then just completely losing your mind over something that doesn't work, trying it 10 different ways and still not working. Right. Yeah, I mean, a regular dev would have spent maybe a whole sprint just debugging the Twilio stuff that it figured out in 15, 20 minutes? Exactly. So it's just amazing what we can do. And the fact that we're talking in a screened fashion over voice over IP across the pond live is just nuts to me. Steve, man, I appreciate you. And what I want you to do, because obviously we've still got some time at the end of the live stream. You have been working hard on the next release of Tank that is going to be coming out and dropping for community members soon. Drop us a little bit of knowledge on that and what's coming in Tank, which obviously I've been showing during the build because it's basically helped me to make this. Yeah, so I mean, Tank has already made my personal project workflow a lot faster, and I'm using Tank to build the next version of Tank. So it's just great. We've got 5 agents now. So we mentioned before, we had Grok in there. I've improved all of the sign-in, sign-out processes, anti-gravity, codecs, and then I added Pi support myself in this last release. So you can use anything that Pi can support through all of their plugins. So I've currently got it wired to Grok using an API key and a Grok subscription and my ChatGPT subscription. And I've also got ChatGPT wired up in codecs. Anti-gravity, and then codecs is, I don't know. My eyes went crazy looking at all the tests I was running earlier this morning to make sure they all work. So we've got that. We've got auto updates. It automatically backups, so it'll back up your SQL Server or your SQL database before any updates apply. You can take manual updates. You can download the updates. You can restore them on a new version of Tank if you want to clone it. I'm using that for our automation testing, so I can take a snapshot of the database, put it on another server, and then basically replay database upgrades, table changes, all that stuff. I mean, it's helping itself build itself, which is just amazing. And the framework you figured out to have the agents with tmux and log to the database was something I was working on independently, and we're like supercharging each other's work.
Melded brains.
And yeah, and a lot of people in the community have a bunch of great ideas. There's a CI/CD testing thread that I've kind of gone crazy with on my reply. So it's just amazing what everybody's building. We'll have modules soon, which will make the development experience better. And so that everybody doesn't kind of step on each other. You can customize Tank to be what you want it to be. And we'll still have a core. So without letting too much out of the bag, we've got the meetup in Chicago, hopefully where a lot of that will be fleshed out or, demoed it potentially as well. So it just gets better and better literally day by day.
Literally does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And all minds together are far better than just your mind going through the process, right? It's like having the combination of so many enthusiastic people building different things just makes it so exciting, right?
Yeah, I think we can just compound everybody's ideas together, and it's really becoming a platform, not just an app at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. Steve, this is very appropriate. I really appreciate you calling in and being a caller on the live stream where I actually built the thing, and you've proven that it works.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and I'm glad you got it to work in a single stream, which was it took 4 hours, but we got there, right?
Yes. All right. See you later.
All right. Have a good day.
Cheers. That is Steve,
Bye.
and you can find Steve in the community. All my callers are gone. Manu has dropped an awesome super chat. Manu, thank you for paying some of my Fable 5 bills. I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who joined me on this live stream for the call screener. Don't call the phone number now because I'm about to go off and close the phone line down. So this phone number will open again when I do my next live stream, and hopefully I'll tighten up the whole app and make it work better in the future. But this is just to prove that in 4 hours, you can build something that works.